Can you see us? Can you hear us?
Come on, Mikey.
All right, yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to see if I get this off the Discord too, so then I can actually put the chat up. But I'm not getting anything from the Discord that I went live yet. So I don't even know if it'll do it when we do a side by side like this or not. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's Trucker Zeus. You go back and see. Go to my Discord. Zilly's there. Can you hear me, Zilly? Can you hear Trucker Zeus? Say something, Jim.
Hello, Zilly. How are you?
Living Yankee 3. There he is. All right. You guys, everybody hear us all right? I'll be able to get the chat up here in a second as soon as it Pingbot shows that I went live here. There it is. All right, Trucker Joey Whispers and Trucker Zeus live side by side.
How about that?
And there we go. All right, I got the chat up now. I can see. DTE, what's up? Kelly Seacrest, Mike Genesis, Patty Fleming, Chase. Morning, everybody. There you go. Lovely Lynn, Abby. Now, Trucker Zeus probably cannot see the chat. All right, guys. I can only see the chat right now. So once we get rolling, I won't be able to see it either. But we're just going to sit here and have a little conversation. As you can see, the Peterbilt is always a little bit ahead of the Volvo.
As it should be.
Yankee just said a little mustard and ketchup right there. What's going on, everybody? We are side by side. My name is Joey Whispers, and this is
Trucker friggin' Zeus.
Friggin' Zeus, damn straight. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Pretty cool. We're both not moving. Some truckers we are, huh?
Yeah, this is how we roll out here on the road. We pretend we're trucking. See, what we're doing right now is conserving fuel.
That's right, and saving a lot of rubber on the tires this way.
Yes. So we're actually what we're doing is we're making sure that this load of paper or steel coils behind this truck doesn't move. I'm his shadow car.
There you go. I just got a super chat from Susie the Awesome. Guys, I will not be able to hear the super chats when I'm rolling, being I have my headset now connected to the other phone, so I can hear Trucker Zeus. So when I'm rolling, I will not be able to hear. There will be no beeps in my ears. All right. But Susie Awesome just said Trucker Zeus and not Zeus. Also, hi, love you, Joey. There you go. Thank you, Susie. But yeah, guys, just keep that in your mind. I will not be able to hear anything from the chat like I can with the super chats once I'm up and rolling. But I have it open right now. I can see it, but I won't be able to hear it once we're rolling. So Trucker Zeus is where are you at in Chicago right now, right, buddy?
I am actually just past Klein Avenue. That's the 912. We are heading west over towards 294, and we're gonna bounce ourselves over to Minneapolis and drop off this load of sheetrock.
Nice. Got a little load of drywall on there. And then what do you go to? You got to drop and hook there, or you got to run down some other stuff?
No, I don't. Well, that's the trucking thing. We really don't ever know.
No, we don't.
I think it's usually a guess, and my guess is usually pretty good. That being that's only 2.5 hours away from our hub, I'll probably just be bouncing up there and grabbing something different. It would be my guess.
Okay. That's not too bad of a bounce.
Yeah, no, I very seldom haul anything out of Minneapolis back up north.
Oh, okay. I got you.
We had some really, really, really bad roads coming across 94 in Michigan. And I wasn't even joking when I was streaming earlier about my truck sounds funny. I got to have my suspension looked at. I know something seems a little awkward from a couple of them potholes.
A little noisier on the banging than it normally is.
Yes, yeah. That what's usually just a little sound is now a very big sound. So we're gonna run back up and have some stuff like that.
If you're a trucker, and you know how we are. Every sound that we hear, we normally hear. And once that sound is not exactly normal as it normally is, right away it's like, oh shit, what do we got going on? Time to check some stuff out and all that stuff. We got a super chat from Fat Guy in a Little Boat, Morning Boss, and Clucker Team Joey. There you go, Fat Guy. You got Trucker Zeus here side by side with that. Dude, every time when you started with the oinker, man, oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. And I can hear in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear Clucker, but there you go. I can hear the pig, though, so that's good. Thank you, Fat Guy. Appreciate it. I wanted to head over to Long Beach Island, bring Jim over to Long Beach Island. He's never been over there, but Sounds like Steve-O's going to need a little bit of load of trap rock over there. So after I get this loaded up, Jim, I'm going to head, or after Todd gets me loaded up, should I say, I'm going to head back to the yard, dump this off, get a load of 3/4 trap rock, and I'm taking you to Long Beach Island. Me and Jim
Awesome.
going to Long Beach Island.
I brought my suit.
There you go. You brought your suit. All right,
did.
that's awesome. Worldwide Rail Productions. What's up, Super Chat? Good morning to both of you. Hope you both have a great day. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dom. The Cluckerans, they're speaking to each other, so you guys can hear that. Okay. Miss Wisco Robin laying down a Super Chat. Joey and Jim, come on. Oh, she actually said, Joey and Jim, come on. Come on. Damn it. You went deep on that one, Jim. Thank you, Wisco. Wisco Robin. There she is. All right, so I'm not really looking at the chat. We got all kinds of bunch of new people in here, too. What's up, everybody? I'm sorry. Me and Jim are just talking. We're doing a little something different. Doing a little side-by-side here. A little trucker chat, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Just to kind of try something a little bit different here. So it's fun.
Yeah,
Jim's kicking ass out there doing his streaming thing.
It's fun.
And I am super proud of him for all the stuff that he's accomplished in a very, very, very short amount of time. Jim is you could tell you're not going to be a trucker and not put a lot into what you're doing. Just to be a trucker, you have to do that. And Jim got the calling to start live streaming. I don't know where the hell that came from, but yeah, when he got the calling, he's killed it ever since then. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you what you've done up to now.
Yeah, well, it all stemmed right there from you and what you have over there. That's for sure. It just kind of ran across your stream one day from my sister, and it's just ever since then it's been pedal to the floor. Let's go.
How about that, man? That's basically what I'm doing, and a special thanks to Miss Jovi Speaks too for introducing me to Trucker Jim. I got a super chat from Kelly Seekers. Joey and Jim, this is awesome. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate that, Miss Kelly. Kelly Clucker. Another one from Tobias Reaper. Joey and Jim doing a twin. Nice combo. Yeah, Tobias Reaper, man, he never lacks of good speaking. He always comes through with that. Thank you. The Big Dutch, he's over there in the Netherlands. You've heard of Tobias before, Jim, right?
I have. I've been on your stream when he's been going there, and I have. So we have TDF, him, and does Arvid ever come over to your stream from my side?
I've seen the name before. I've seen the name.
Yeah,
yep.
That's another Netherlands as well.
Yep. Miss Wisco just laid down another one here. He's got friggin' dogs. Yes, he does. Anybody that's listening right now, Yankee, if you're listening, or Wisco, well, Yankee, I'm sure we'll throw it right up. Throw up Trucker Zeus's links. Me, and this is my stream. The guy that's side by side with me, Mr. Yankee Free, is going to throw up his links in the stream so you guys can follow him too. His name is Trucker Zeus, and he's got fucking dogs. He's got 3 of them. Dude, it broke my heart when you were hitting those bumps and Misha was having a hard time too.
Oh man, yeah.
I know that. I heard you say Zeus is getting unsettled, and it was, oh shit, no, it's Misha. When she comes up and lays next to Jim on the floor, he knows that she's a little unsettled. Jim's got 2 German Shepherds and a gargantuan mini pin Chihuahua named Thor.
Yes.
You got Misha and Zeus, and that's where the Zeus comes from. Misha is another German Shepherd in there with him, and he's got, like I said, 3 dogs, and he's got Starlink, so he doesn't really have a bullshit connection like I have from time to time, being I can't even actually put a Starlink on my truck. But Jim is an owner operator, so he owns the big bird there, and he can do whatever the fuck he wants to it.
That's right.
So that's why he's got all of his ducks in a row with the Starlink, and like I said, he's got dogs. So if you like dogs, you got to follow Jim, watch him streaming almost every day as well. Different times in the day, being he's over the road and his schedule is a little different than mine. And I like shift work like I do. But yeah, give him a follow. You'll enjoy it. I absolutely do. Every time I get a chance to watch. When I'm not streaming, I like to pop in and lurk. You know me, I like to lurk once in a while in other people's streams without saying a word.
The ultimate lurker.
I'm the ultimate lurker.
King lurker.
I'll have 4 screens up sometimes, man. I don't say a word, but it is cool. I do like to watch you guys, and a lot of times, I've said it before, a lot of times I don't like coming in your streams because then it's all about me, and that's bullshit. You guys are doing your own things, so a lot of times I'll just sit in the background and watch like a happy godfather would do, seeing all you guys doing what you're doing. And you guys keep giving me all the praise for that shit. And that's I told you, this is all you guys that has built this community. But it is cool as hell for me to sit back and watch a little bit and kind of unplug from what I'm doing and just kind of plug into what you guys are doing. It's always a lot of fun.
I have fun out
Absolutely.
here every single day. It's an absolute blast. It is
Well,
fun.
I told you when you started doing this, I said if you keep this up and you continue to do the way you're doing it, it's going to change your life. And what do you think? Do you think it might have put a little tweak in your life a little bit?
Yeah, it's definitely a little different. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
the
And for the better. Like I said, I was always never can figure myself streaming. Hey, Joey, you want to live stream your whole workday from like, early in the morning till you get done at the end of the day? Yeah, I probably would have said a lot of F words and a big no through that. Like, there's no
Right.
way I would want to do that. And then, yeah, one day I just hit go live upside down and here we are. We're all streaming.
Yeah, it's
it
changed a
blows me away.
lot. It's changed the way I speak. It's changed the way I do things, and I never I would have never imagined that by live streaming would have actually made me even a safer driver than I already was. But I mean, any little thing that happens, it's out there. So
Oh, well, that's another
there's
thing
no
too.
point in screwing around. You got to do it right, or you're gonna hear about it, and that's fine with me.
Yep, I hear you, and I feel the same way. I mean, it's without a doubt having a camera loaded up and showing the world what you're doing in real time, not where you can even go back and say, "Oh, you know what? I'm just going to hit pause here. I don't want nobody to see that part." No, we're basically putting it all out there to everybody in real time, and that's I get that question a lot. Like, why do you do this? Like, why would you do this? How do you do this and feel comfortable doing it? And I don't know. I think too. I think Jim could say it too. Jim was a CDL trainer. He's trained people to get their CDL license. I've never done that, but Jim, doing that, you have to be really up on all the safety things and be paying attention to all that. And being that we're out here, like I said, showing what we're doing in real time to everybody. I mean, anybody can stop in here and see. I mean, anybody, and they do. We get some knuckleheads roll through from time to time, but again, for thinking that we would just do this and put it out for everybody to see, what it comes down to, I think is, and I think Jim would agree, the amount of time that we got in the seat, no matter what seat you're in, but doing this kind of being in this industry, the confidence that we've built up over time, knowing what we're capable of and knowing what we're supposed to do, and then trying to accomplish that each day through the day, especially when that camera is rolling. I think it's a lot of his experience, Jim. I think you would agree, having that confidence in how you're driving, putting the time in. I don't think my first couple weeks in a big truck, I would have wanted to put a camera on and show everybody what I'm doing at all. But you put this much time in, and
Right.
say it all the time. We're all together, so why not try to do it the right
look
way?
at this morning, the first 3 minutes of my stream, I couldn't even get out of the parking lot. Couldn't even get out of the parking lot.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Whatever happens,
Absolutely.
happens.
So I think it's exactly what, and we run into it all the time, and I get that all the time with the kind of videos that I put out. If you know my shorts and how I'm always making fun of people screwing up and doing kind of stuff, and trust me, I am not perfect. I screw up all day, all the time. It happens all the time. I go to the wrong place. I get the wrong material. It's going to happen, and I don't mind. Like I said, whenever anybody in any of my shorts that I put out, tell, oh, I've seen him drive. He doesn't drive any better, or he doesn't drive perfect, and he makes mistakes. I tell them all. I said, I live stream all day long, man. If you guys want to come watch me screw up, come watch a live stream, man. It's a lot of fun. I do it all the time. Well, so yeah, it's got nothing about being perfect. A big enjoyment that I get out of the streams or the shorts that I do is people saying, I pay a little bit more attention now to what's going on around me, let alone trucks, but just what's going on around me a little bit more because of so many videos of yours that I've watched. Dude, how can that be a bad thing? You just have people that actually trying to, or paying attention a little bit more because they might be a little bit nervous about being called out by a red Peterbilt or a yellow Volvo to boot. you know? So I think that definitely makes a difference in why I want to keep doing it. Because if I could change a couple people's driving habits to the better, shit, why not, right?
I get it. I get the comment I get all the time is I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Why do I need to use my blinker? Hey, you go
Yep,
ahead and
yep.
do you. That's just fine. If you don't want to use your blinker, well then don't use your blinker. But when you get pulled over by that sheriff that's hiding in the woods because you didn't, you're going to remember the time you put that post up that said I don't need to use my blinker.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to come back and bite you right in the ass. And I really wish we get to see that part of it, but I never get to see that part of it. But I know it happens for sure. And I tell people all the time, like, why should I use my blinker? It didn't affect you in any way. And then, right away, it's like, well, I don't know if the cop and the judge are going to look at it quite the same way, And
Right?
that's the bad thing too is it's not like it was when we grew up, Jim. I'm 54. Jim is what are you like 79 now? No, Jim's
Yeah,
like 40,
I'm
40
going to be
49, right?
nah, I'll be 50 actually 51 next month.
51 next month. All right. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're Gen X and we were brought up a little bit different. Um, back when we were younger, cops used to pull you over for not having your blinkers on. Used to give you pretty much a hard time about that kind of stuff. And there are reasons why they did that. Um, and there's still reasons why now we are kind of big on using your blinkers and everything else. And I say it all the time on the island, especially. It's a really good, for instance or example over there is where you have all these blocks that are all, they're only 4 or 5 houses, and it's the next block and the next block and next block and next block, and people are like, well, it didn't affect you, and it's great when somebody does that, puts their blinker on or doesn't put their blinker on, just rolls over real tight to my nose. And then all of a sudden, somebody pulls out of the side street in front of them because they had no idea that guy was getting over. And
Right.
it's just like, it's not always about me, man. It's about, other people too that are on the road, or, you're always looking back thinking the blinker's going to affect the person behind you. Blinkers affect the people in front of you too. And they might change what kind of decisions they make on where you're headed. So again, one, it's free, doesn't cost you anything to do. It's just basically you being fucking lazy, not doing it. So really and truly, and it comes down to the bottom thing, the main thing here. We all agreed to do it. There was a time when every single car out here, every single driver out here agreed to do it. And that's when you got your driver's license. You agreed to be that kind of driver. So, yeah, that's it. It's funny. It was when I did the one short with all doing that, and it's like nobody's doing it right. I'm like, oh, they only ought to do it right once, just to get that little card to put in your wallet so you can drive. And after that, it's balls to the wall, do whatever they want, whenever they want. So
That was one of my biggest problems I had as a CDL instructor was getting people to use their blinkers. You would think it was lane control or something like that. It was blinkers. And in the state of Wisconsin, it is a law violation. And if you don't signal that's key word, signal your intention. It's not turn the blinker on and move at the same time. You're signaling your intention. And if you did not signal your intention to make that lane change, it's an instant fail. You're done. You're retaking your test.
yep,
So
yep.
the guys that
I remember.
come onto my streams and say that stuff. Oh, I don't need to. All right, well then I say go ahead and do you. It's all good.
Yep. That's true. That's absolutely true. When I first was with a trainer, when I was with TMC, I was changing lanes, and he kind of looked at me kind of funny. He's like, that was a 12-second lane change. And I said, a 12-second lane change? He's like, yeah, for when you put your blinker on to signal your intentions, like Jim just said. It's not put your blinker on as you're crossing the zipper line. It's basically put your blinker on, right? Wait a couple seconds for everybody to see what you're doing, and then start your drift over. You're not yanking the wheel. Not in these big trucks. You're not doing that unless you want to lay on your side. So you're drifting over to the other lane. And then when you get into the other lane and you're fully in the other lane, going the direction that you want to be going, that's when the blinker comes off. So a 12-second lane change. And then I remember when I got back and I had to test out, I had to drive with a supervisor for him to see how I was driving. And he said the same thing, but he said it was 11 seconds. He's like, that was an 11-second lane change. He's like, that was perfect. He's like, you signaled, you waited, you drifted, and then you shut your blinker off when you stopped 11 seconds. So you think about that. 11 seconds to change lane. Who the hell does that? Well, if you're driving a big truck the right way and you don't want to hurt anybody, you want to give everybody full ample time to know what your intentions are, And that's how I do it. That's how I do it.
Right.
And I've watched Jim stream, and I can hear that Volvo clack, 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 and Jim does the same exact thing. So,
It's
yeah,
it's
it's
just a
trying to
safe
show
thing to
people.
do. You
Yeah,
gotta let people know what you're doing. This isn't NASCAR out here where you're trying to cut the guy off and be sneaky. You're trying to be safe. I mean,
yeah,
my
yeah.
truck turns left and right, so we'll be safe.
Yes, it does. Sometimes at the wrong spot. Sometimes
Hey,
at the east or the west when it's supposed to go to the west or the east.
sometimes I don't even
Damn
know. I
truck,
don't
mine
know.
does it
No
too.
idea what you're talking about. No clue whatsoever.
I know Patty does. I know Patty. He'll let you know.
Oh, he's gonna say something, guaranteed. Eastbound and down. No, you're westbound and down, Pollock. Oh, whatever. West, east. Eventually, we'll get there.
That's right.
That was
That's right.
funny. That
That's
was
great.
funny.
Too funny. Too funny.
So where exactly did you get your start from then? When you started truck? Because I remember. Gosh, I remember my very first day of truck driving. Where was your very first? Do you remember your very first load you ever did? Very first load
The
ever.
very first load in a big truck, yeah, was sheetrock out of Carolina, on a flatbed. I ran flatbed right from the beginning. With TMC was the first company. I actually left them and went with an owner operator for a little while, and then went back to TMC, and then went with another owner operator for a very short time, pulling fucking reefer. Yeah, no, very short
Ugh.
time to boot with that. So
Oh, you just gave me the
to do
chills right
that.
there when you said that.
What's up, Frank? Yeah, reefer, right? Yeah, I know. There's Frank. Hold on. I'm doing good, Frankie. How you doing, buddy? Hey, he's doing. Yeah, so that was the beginning. But I actually drove when I learned how to drive a truck. That was the old man, Mr. Potts here, the owner of this company, Pop. He taught. We had a pit. Matter of fact, the sand plant that I go to, down the road here is a different pit. But right to the right here, if I actually made this right hand turn, there was a pit back behind the old shop right, or the shop right now is called Cox's Pit. And the old man, he was kind of in cahoots with Mr. Cox, who owned that pit. So Jim Pop was the only one allowed to get dirt out of that pit and run dirt out of that pit for years. And he had a couple old dump trucks in the pit there that we'd always bring dirt from the bottom of the pit up. And it was summertime. I was 15, and I was kind of helping them out, like, just for like a summer job. And yeah, he brought me to the bottom of the pit, and he's like, "You see that truck? You're gonna learn how to drive that truck today." And I'm like, "All right, I'm 15 years old. I mean, shit, I don't even think I weighed 100 pounds yet. I was very thin growing up when I was little." And I remember trying to push down the clutch. I actually had to kind of stand on it to push down on it to get it to go down. And I remember, I'll never forget. He's like, "All right, this is how you let off with the clutch, and you start to roll here, and then you start floating the gears, And he's like, "You only use the clutch to start. If I ever see you use that clutch chain for anything while you're trying to shift," he's like, "I'm going to break your leg." So that's how I basically learned how to shift. I didn't want my leg being broken.
No.
But I did that for all summer. I drove that it was a Diamond Rio, and it was an old R model too. But the Diamond Rio, man, that thing would grind going in every gear, no matter who was driving it. And he's like, "Yeah, you're not going to hurt this thing." But that's how I learned how to float gears. That's how I learned a lot about weight and momentum and weight, like around turns, because it wasn't a straight road up. There were some pretty good bends in it. And, we were loaded to the hill, way overloaded, basically, because we weren't going out on the road, just trying to move as much dirt from the bottom to the top as possible. So, but that's where I really got my start into really being excited about big trucks. I loved it. I mean, Smokey and the Bandit, Rubber Duck, all that shit growing up, watching those movies. I love trucks. I thought trucks were just awesome. And, but again, I have a pretty good deal at 15 years old to be able to know how to float gears. Not too many people probably get that opportunity, unless you're on a farm or you have a business or a family with the trucking business.
Right.
So then, yeah, I worked in Atlantic City for a couple of years, got off the road, and then got back on the road. And yeah, I was coming across Pennsylvania about 12 years ago, 24, probably about 12 years ago now. I was coming across Pennsylvania. It was about 11 o'clock at night. It was a foot of snow on the ground. I'm driving with, over the steering wheel, trying to get to the closest place to stop to be safe. Meanwhile, you got FedEx and UPS going by you at doubles, twice the speed you're going. Just like what kind of tires they got on that truck? They don't have the same ones I got on mine. I got a call from Jameson. One of the guys that was driving a roll off, abruptly kind of quit. He needed somebody, and he's like, "You want to get off the road, man? You want to drive local?" And I said, at that given time, with white knuckling down the road, I'm like, "Yeah, it's about time, man." And my boys were younger, and I'm like, you know what? It's time, man. And that's it. That was all she rode for Over the Road. I'm not gonna lie, Jim. I miss it, man. I do miss getting up on the big road and rolling through. People ask me all the time, where's your favorite place to drive? I love driving out west, man. Northwest, Pacific Northwest, and even Southern West. It's just a different. I mean, you've been to the East Coast, man. You've run this area. It's just a different kind of people, man, all the way around. It's just a different traffic wise, and everybody's just so much nicer. Once you get west of the Mississippi, everybody's just in a good mood and nice compared to rolling in the Northeast. What do you think, Jim?
I would agree. I don't go west too terribly often. I don't know. Maybe I just like the East Coast riffraff. I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah,
go.
they are definitely a little bit more on the nicer side over on the west. But I guess however I guess it's the reaction. However you
Yeah,
react to a particular situation, that's how somebody can say whatever they want. How you react to it, that's going to be the tone of the conversation. So, whenever I head over into your neck of the woods, I'm just yes sir, yes ma'am, and I've realized it took me a long time to figure out too that it's not even doesn't seem like it's an anger thing. It's just the tone of voice, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
It's
It
very
took me a
true.
long time to figure that out. That's just how
Oh,
they talk.
absolutely, man. You're originally from Minnesota, right? You live in Wisconsin now, but you're
I
originally from
am.
Minnesota.
I
Okay.
I'm from I have where I live right now to where I grew up is only 4 miles.
Oh, no shit. So you're right over
Minnesota
the line then.
Wisconsin state line. It's right there. Yeah, when you go over the St. Louis River, from Duluth, I mean it's a half a mile. That bridge right there,
Oh, no
it's
shit.
Minnesota Wisconsin right there. Yep.
Now
So when
Jovi Speaks close in that area too, or no?
she's about 10 minutes away from me.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I kept thinking like you
Yep.
guys don't get the chance to see each other very often or nothing. Well, not that you
Oh,
do either,
right
being
there.
over the road, but yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's a
Yep.
good looking dog
Yep.
too, man. Holy cow. That's Trucker Zeus's
Oh
sister?
yeah. Yeah, Jovi, yes. Jovi said it's funny how I got Zeus and she's got Jovi, and we kind of named our named our handles right after our animals. And I've been it's been Trucker Zeus for over 10 years, and well 4 or 5 years. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna be 5 now, so it's been 5 years. The day I
You
got
just made
him
my heart
is when
drop.
I
I'm like,
started.
Zeus is 10 years old? Damn it.
Five
Holy
five
shit.
years. I'm
5 years old.
embellishing. So 5 years, yeah. So he's got 5 years of Trucker Zeus here, and people always say Zeus, 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 and it's like no, it's Jim. Oh, it's Zeus. I'm like, all right, fine, I'm Zeus then.
Dude, I
Somebody make
called you
me a
Zeus
collar.
first. Yeah, until I actually heard you say about the dog being Zeus, and I told you the reason why. I mean, I showed you the reason why on the live stream.
Yes, you did.
My pupper Zeus when I was 17. I got a picture of me holding my German Shepherd, standing up and got a good picture of my dog, and my dog's name was Zeus. So when Trucker Zeus came in and there was a German Shepherd in the profile, right away, man. I mean, it was an instant connection with me. And then as soon as I started talking to him, we just hit it right off, and it's been an awesome connection ever since. So I thank
It's been great.
Trucker Zeus for coming in and finding me through Jovi and all that and getting this all going. It's absolutely awesome. I mean, not a lot of people like reaching out to me or some of these other creators, especially if they feel like, with the fanboy shit, right away it's like, oh no, Joey is he's too popular, he's not going to want to talk to me or paying attention to me, and that shit still cracks me up to this day, because that's not how I am. It's I in here, and I don't know if I ever will, to be honest with you, because that's just not not what I'm about or not what I was ever about. So,
Right.
yeah. So that's the odd thing, man. All this stuff, and to see it too, man. What are you at? 1,600 subscribers now? I mean,
So
it was
yeah, I
only
didn't.
a month ago when I was trying to get you over 500 or trying to help you get
Right.
over
It
500.
was the
I mean,
beginning of last month.
yeah. So I mean, it's like, and look where you are now. It's like,
Actually, I know the date. I know the date because I had to look yesterday. It was May 23rd.
no kidding, May 23rd. So there
May
you go. And
23rd.
that was to get you to 500, and now look where you're at.
Not even a month
And
ago.
that's
27 days. Wait.
yeah,
So wait,
27
hold
days
up.
ago.
Let's count this. Let's count this shit out here. So if we have,
Oh shit, you going math? You're going math on my stream? Oh shit.
you got time, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, cow. Yeah, no,
All right, I'm
that
jumping
was
my
an
car.
awesome thing there. That was pretty cool to hit that 500, and it's.
Oh, it's fun as shit. It was like a Wednesday. You wanted. I'm just dumping my concrete here. You wanted it by the end of the week. Shit, we had it by lunchtime, man. That was pretty awesome.
Right.
That was good times, and that attributes a lot to this awesome community that is just built around this live stream. Bang bang here, there it is. It's been incredible. I mean, I can't. I say it all the time. You guys humble me. I know I said it every single day. One of these days I'll get used to it, I guess. But until then, man, you guys humble the shit out of me. I just can't believe where this community has gone. And you know, when I'm thinking of doing a live stream, and then you know they're like, yeah, you can sign up for super chats and you can sign up for memberships, and I'm like, why would anybody want to be a member? Like what's the perk of having a member? Well, you know, they can do special emojis in there, and they're green in the chat, and I'm like, all right, well, why would anybody want to do that in my stream? You know, it's not like anything going on. And then little by little, with the super chats coming through, and then people showing all this appreciation, you know, bad drivers out there, they're tired of seeing them too, and all that kind of stuff. And then actually seeing people can get a chance to watch some of the, you know, me yelling at these people in real time, and then me making a clip, and then they're coming back like, oh my God, I saw that. I was on live stream when that happened, you know, that kind of stuff. And just how this has all grown, which I never went to any live streams. I've never followed people on live streams. I've never watched live streams. I still don't. The only people I watch or I lurk from time to time is the people that are involved in this community live stream. So it's just and it's funny. You talk to the beautiful Miss Angie Dutton out there in Arizona, and so many of the other great people that follow me and follow Jim now. These people never were on live streams before, never followed live streams, never watched live streams. And here they are watching, you know, me and Jim now every day, coming in every day and being a part of the community. It's just blows me away. Just absolutely blows me away.
The first live stream I ever watched in my entire life was yours, and
no shit. Are you serious?
Was yours? I'm dead serious. And then the next thing I know, I'm hosting one. I'm like, I don't know where that all came from. It's like, wow. Yep.
That's great. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, I got to go back and grab the loader and load this up. And I was going to take you guys with me, but I'm not going to do that. I have a co-pilot right here, so I don't have to worry about talking to you guys for a couple of minutes. I'm going to pop off my headset here, Jim, and I'm going to leave this stream to you for about 10 minutes. You all right with that?
Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. So you got 150 in here right now. We'll see if we can keep it over 10 by the time you get back.
Nobody leave, man. You're going to make Jim cry. I don't want to see
Nobody
that.
leave. Yeah, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
All right,
I got you. I got you.
Once in a while, if the moderators once in a while will just pop up, if you get some new people coming in, just tell them that I'm out of the truck for a couple minutes, because Jim cannot see the chat. And again, super chats and everything else, guys, nobody can see unless I'm stopped. Then Tobias Reaper, bang, there he goes. What a fuck super chat, Tobias. Joey, I can safely say it's how. Where'd he go? Safely say how are your character, charismatic, friendly, respectful, open to a joke. People love watching you. And as your community grows and people learn to know each other, that bond grows stronger. Tobias, I couldn't agree with you more. I don't know about all the charismatic and friendly and respectful and all that stuff. I hope I come across that way. But thank you, Tobias. I appreciate it. And that's definitely what has bonded us and make it stronger. Meg Elizabeth right behind Tobias. What do you got, sweetheart? Take it from a girl who never saw herself watching grown men drive big trucks. Joey and Jim are two of the absolute best human beings. Damn it, Jim! Did you hear that one? That's from the beautiful Miss Megan Elizabeth. There you go with the. I hope you guys can hear the oinker. I don't know if you can hear the clucker, but Tobias and the beautiful Miss Megan, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna hop out, Jim. I gotta run back. I got work to do, man. I can't sit here and talk to Trucker Zeus all day, guys. Come on.
Go ahead and do your work. I got fucking dogs. We're good.
Fucking dogs. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Heading out. Give me about 10 minutes. Talk to Mr. Trucker Zeus, Mr. Jim, that one that's actually driving right now, working.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back, Jim.
How's everybody doing? Yeah, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Bring me in on the stream here like this. That's pretty darn cool. But yeah, so yeah, this is the one and the only Trucker Zeus, just cruising through Chicago, and like Joey was saying, bringing these communities together, and having my own stream going over there, and coming over here and having everybody come over and support you guys. It's absolutely awesome. I totally appreciate it. I don't do as much talking on my stream as Mr. Whisper does. I little different over on the other side, but man, I tell you what, it's an absolute honor to be able to drive up and down the road and just let everybody come on into chat and do what you do. The welcoming that everybody does is that's what's making this community what it is. When a new name comes in and everybody comes in and says, hi, whoever this is, that's pretty cool. When I go back and I watch my streams back and I watch Mr. Whisper streams and seeing everybody come in that does that stuff, it is so cool to have a community that's welcoming, and that's definitely what makes this different from the other streams or live streams that I've watched in the past. Is people come in and you feel left out, and that's to me that's not the way I ever want my stream to be. I don't want anybody to ever come in to any stream and say, hey, I'm here, don't you see me? Yes, we absolutely do. If I don't say hi, like got Miss Wisco, Heather B, Patrick, Stacy, everybody says hi. Dewana, we all love the Dewana, right? Dewana's Dewana. Dewana. But yeah, guys, this is pretty awesome. You're driving down the road on. Who would have ever thought? I mean, 3 months ago, that this gentleman right here would be out loading his truck, and you're watching a yellow truck. Here's the thing. I'm driving 60-mile-an-hour here, and I still can't pass that Peterbilt to save my life. And he's sitting at a dead stop. I don't understand what's going on here. Somebody needs to help me out. I can't get in front of him. Can't get in front of him for nothing. I'm trying, but it's not working. I got traffic coming up behind me, guys. But yeah, so like I say, it's an absolute honor to have everybody do what you do. Mr. Yankee Free, for all the work that you do for all of us over here. I'm going to say it over here too, man. I appreciate it. Wisco, all y'all for doing what you do for us. It's pretty darn cool. Where is the... All right, guys, I'm going to have to watch what's going on here for a sec. I am in Chicago. So yeah, we're cruising up 294 in Chicago right now on our way over towards Minneapolis with a load of sheetrock on deck. I'm watching this guy behind me. He's kind of all over the road in this little pickup truck. There he goes. truck, Wisco, come on. Get back up north and get this load off and do it again tomorrow, I think. And that's the big difference between being able to be a local driver and the over-the-road driver. Yeah, I never know what's going to happen out here. One of these days I'd like to get back into a local position with my own truck like this one right here. I haven't done that for many years. Been driving on the road now. It's been 3.5 years since I was a CDL instructor, and we've been on the road again ever since. Pounding gears, having fun. Right. Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna get hosed. Yep. What are you doing, guy? Come on. I don't know what he's doing here. He's got his right blinker on, but he's driving straight. I'm a little confused. All right, there we go. Yeah, the traffic gets hopping out here, and I just got to keep watching what's going on around me, folks. It's a little hairy here sometimes. I'm excited to go on to Long Beach Island. We got ourselves a trip planned here in a couple of weeks myself, and everybody who watches the channel knows what's going on there, and that's going to be kind of fun. Looking for a little couple day away from the big truck, someplace I've never been before. That's going to be a fun couple of days. You know what I've never been able to do, and I'm going to take advantage of this right now, is be able to give a shout out to the Blue Crew over here. I give shout outs to the Blue Crew over on my side all the time. How about the Blue Crew over here, Miss Dana, Zilly, Kells, everything you guys do? Thank you.
All right, Jim, I am back in the truck. Can you hear me?
There he is. I got you.
All right, 146. All right, man, you only lost 4. That's not too bad, man. I'm not going to come down on you for that.
Well, I did the best I could, and right when you got off the phone, traffic getting crazy too. So it's like, I gotta watch what's going on here.
Yeah, it's got to pay attention. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to I'm loaded up with what I need. Todd called me. We're gonna stop Todd, and but we have to come back and get a load of dirt here. So I got what I got to do. What time was it? Got about just about lunchtime. Shit. I'm going to have to figure out doing some kind of lunch on the way back here, one way or the other. So,
how far down the road do you think that's going to be? Lunchtime.
Not time. Well, how about you? What about when are you going to have a chance to take a break? You got any breaks coming up or time breaking up?
Well, I'm not going to make my delivery today, so I can break whenever I want. I mean, you know how far it is from here to Roscoe, or that's an hour. 11. Oh, it's coming up on lunchtime for you right now.
Yeah, it's I got 11:53 right now. All right, well, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna take this load right to the island now, and then after I dump that off, maybe we'll try to figure something there. He wants the arm. He's got the arm pump going. You know. Yeah, no, absolutely. Now that's what I'm trying to just figure this all out. I wanted to get it where we were running, at least that's why this morning would have been ideal because I went down to the quarry and back, but I was up on the road and you're up on the road running, and I thought that would be kind of cool. Stream for them all to see that, kind of 2 trucks rolling down the road and two totally different states doing two totally different things, basically. And then the only thing that really matters out of all this is that the Peterbilt is just a little bit ahead of that Volvo, no matter how you look at it. So I'm happy about that.
And I said that. You are out there in the loader loading your truck. I'm cruising down the road at 60, and I still couldn't get ahead of you. That's like it's like a rabbit. It's like that coyote chasing a rabbit. That course thing with the dog. The dog. There's the down there. Those hounds chasing whatever the hell that is. They're running and running and running, and they can never get it. That's how I feel
And
right
just
now.
in there. I'm the rabbit, man. I'm the rabbit.
The rabbit.
I'll have to borrow that from Alex Halls for a little while. I'm the Red Rabbit for a little while.
Yeah, how's Alex been? I saw him just real briefly yesterday. I haven't seen much of Alex around.
He had some phone problems. He had to get another phone or set up. The burner, I guess what word am I looking for? His optional phone that he was using didn't have all of his YouTube stuff on it, and so he was getting set up. So he should be set up pretty soon. Did you actually happen to hear that he's going to be a daddy?
No, I did not.
Yes, he announced it either the beginning of this week or the end of last week. I just saw a little blurb that, yep, him and his beautiful girl that he's been with for a long time now, only at 22, but yeah, pretty damn long time if you think about it. Yep, they are expecting, and he's going to have a little papoose, Jim.
Wow. Well, Mr. Alex, when you hear this, you watch this stream, I say congratulations. That's quite the feat.
And he was in his life goals. He was talking about it, and I remember this. I don't know if it's one of the videos that he did. He did a few 10-minute videos that was really awesome. Yankee, if you're listening, throw up Alex Hall's links, please. He's a driver up in Canada, guys. He's 22 years old, a young man, very excited, generally excited about trucking. And it's cool as shit to see somebody that age and have a little bit of experience already under his belt, and be willing to try to help other people his age or other young drivers, whether how old they are or not, doesn't matter, but help them go in the direction of trucking and everything like that. And me and Jim kind of took him under our wings with helping out with the streams and trying to get more people to more eyes on Alex. So that's been great for the Waka Waka clan and the backseaters, as Jim calls his streaming people over there on his stream. I call them the Waka Waka clan here. How they branched out and they go out and they follow these other people that are involved in what we got going on. And I just think it's absolutely awesome. Alex is he's a good kid. He speaks very well. He does a little bit different than what me and Jim do too. He is over the road up there in Canada. But it's a little bit different style than like what Jim's got going on. Totally different than what I got going on. And then you'll see Alex jumping in a dump truck from time to time too, doing some local stuff too. So you guys don't follow him, give him a follow, and then give him a little congratulations on soon to be father at 22. And Jim, I thought this was the coolest shit. He said in my chat either yesterday or the day before, when I said, I don't know if you heard me, Alex, but congratulations. And he's like, I did hear you. And that was great. And he's like, I'm really hoping for a girl. But if they do have a boy, I don't know if you know this either, Jim. Alex had a twin brother who passed away. No. Now, I can't even imagine having a twin brother, one, and then losing them and only being 22 years old. So Alex said that if he has a boy, he's going to name him after his twin brother. And that just hit me in a different way. I'm like, dude, I hope you have a boy now. I know you want to have a girl, but I hope you have a boy now. Because that's cool. That was really cool. That would be really special to me. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, if you when you get a chance to see him, make sure you give him a little hat tip for and it's funny how I brought it up. But I suck at this, man, when trying to explain something, especially something like that. Now I brought it up and I'm like, Alex, I just want to congratulate you, man. Job well done on fucking knocking her up, man. Way to go, man. Way to knock her up. And everybody was laughing. I'm like, damn it, that just came out totally wrong. They all totally understood what I was saying, but it just didn't roll. You ever get that, Jim, where it just doesn't roll off your tongue quite the way you want to say it?
You know what they call that on my side? We just call that Pollock. Yeah, it never comes out. Nothing ever. No, just it's always wrong. It's always
Oh
wrong.
Jesus, that's freaking
I
hilarious. Uh,
I could say the simplest things, and it will all of a sudden be like, "Did that just really roll out of my face?" Yes, it
and
did.
meanwhile, now it's like you can't even go. Oh, let me just hit pause. I'm gonna rewind that. I'm just gonna edit that out really quick so I don't sound like a moron.
Yeah.
Nope, that
Oh,
shit
oh,
is
it's
out there
live. It's
as
live.
soon
Yep.
as you say it, man. It's out there. So
Yep.
no turning back from that shit.
They the people catch up on that stuff real fast, and next thing you know, there's a new phrase that hits. I mean, look back when I just that one time when I was at the computer shop there, and I what's that thing that you put in your computer? And he's like, yeah, I need that little thing back. I'm like, what are you talking about? He says, I need the
Don't
dongle
even
back.
start on the dongle. Don't
And
the fucking dongle, dude.
I'm like, what what the hell's a dongle? And I'm like, wait a minute. He stops and he looks at me and he's like, let's not go down this road. And I bring it up in chat, and now it's Sanso Chu. It's the dongle. I mean, every time I mean, it just never ends. I
That is fantastic. That is
gotta
fantastic.
really be careful with what I say. It's fun though.
Yep.
It's fun.
And just for a little heads up for any of the new people out here streaming or getting ready to stream or thinking about streaming, um, there's a few mistakes that I've made over, especially at the beginning of this, and a lot of it is based. This guy's gonna let me out just like that. Damn it! All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. The mistakes on streaming, especially being it's live and it's out there, and you can always delete it. I can always take one of the videos that I do and put it in private later on or something like that, and you can always do that. But you just have to remember the privacy, and this is the internet. There are crazy people out there. There's a lot of hateful, very evil people in the world, and especially when it comes to driving, how everybody looks at it a little bit different way. So if you're going to ever do any kind of live streaming, let alone driving, but any kind of live streaming, keep your family out of it. Keep the names of your family out of it. Keep the ages that they are out of it. Keep all that as much as you can, as private as you can. I talk a lot about my life and a lot what's going on, and I have to try to remember that a lot of the people that are in my life don't want to be part of this. And so keep that in mind. If anybody's starting up to do this, don't make the same mistakes I made, because you can alienate people in your life pretty quickly if right away if they feel like their security is a problem. So it's just a little tidbit I like to throw. I mean, me and Jim actually talked about this not too long ago. Again, Jim has a son and everything like that too, and we'll bring him up from time to time and everything else. And then, once in a while, if the names come out and they slip off, and again, it's not meaningful in any negative way. It's only because, Jim loves his son just like I love my sons. And you like to talk about things that make you happy and shit like that. So again, everybody just keep in mind, and that goes for a lot of the younger ones. I know there's a bunch of younger people that follow me and Jim that are doing their own little streams now, and it's great. I love to see it. But please, don't be walking outside of your house or showing your address. Don't be talking about any really close family members, situations and stuff like that. Just a little tidbit to help you out with that, because like I said, you learn the hard way sometimes, and I would hate to see anybody learn the hard way with actually something negative happen to any family members like that. So.
Right. Absolutely.
And the world is a dangerous place.
It is. Okay, here we are. We're at your corner now. We're at your intersection, Joey. Here we are. 290, 294. Here we they did. It's this whole thing is getting different. I'm gonna get over to the right here. Um it's gonna be for the better, for sure. But this gets a little tight up here. That 290 getting on to 290 is still a bit hairy, but they're definitely making this quite nice. It's been a 2 year, almost 2.5 year project, and they're
Wow.
making Chicago really nice to be able to. I mean, take that with a grain of salt. As nice as Chicago can be for traffic.
It can be. Well,
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, when I remember when the one stream I was watching, you were talking about, you were in that same spot, and I'm like, I'm
Going the
watching
other
it and I'm like,
direction.
I put it up on a big screen. I'm like, that's not what it looked like when I went through there. Holy shit. I mean, yeah, that's changed a lot in, figure 10, 12 years. So,
Yeah, everything's gone from 2 lanes to 3 lanes to 4 and 5 lanes now.
yeah, that was all
And
too. And it was a mess back right in the beginning when they started doing that shit, man. I remember that.
this is
Yeah,
right here is where
those are the
traffic
things I don't,
starts to back up.
certain, going through the big cities like that anywhere around this country, and you get it too, right? What is the worst city to drive in, or what place do you hate the most? And it was always for me, anything around with the more population, you just have more chance of jackwagons and everything else being in the mix. No matter where
Jackwagons,
you
yes.
go. I guess I gotta do some merch. I've had some serious people getting very upset with me that I don't have any jackwagon shirts or hats out yet. So I guess I'm gonna have to do a little Joey Whiskers logo on the back of a shirt saying "Don't be a jackwagon" or something.
Well,
See if I can sell some of them.
and it was funny because I showed you that little slogan I was going to stick on a hat, and no doubt, as soon as I made it, I digitized it out, and then my tablet for my embroidery
Your
machine died.
embroiderer, yeah.
It died, and the control panel is $2,500. $2,500. Yes,
Holy
it's just
shit!
a tablet. Yep. It's under warranty. I had to send it back.
Oh, thank God! Thank God! I was gonna
Yeah, it's
say.
got a
I mean, how
3-year
much does a
warranty
new
on
one
it.
cost? If that just costs that, my goodness gracious!
Well, the machine itself was just shy of 20 grand, so they're
Man.
definitely not cheap.
Holy
but
shit!
yeah, it was it's new though. I've only used the thing maybe 20 times, and I go to fire it up. So I was gonna blow that hat off, and I was gonna stick her in a box and send it over to you, and then my tablet wouldn't, the control panel wouldn't turn on. So it's like, oh well. Yeah.
It
Fun
figures.
stuff.
It's always something, man, with technology, Jim. I mean, think about how far you've come just live streaming, dude. What you've learned. I mean, besides dongle. I mean, you've learned a couple other things besides dongle, right? I mean, with
I'll have to think.
Starlink, you got Starlink going. Jim usually has 3 streams going at the same time. He'll be streaming on Rumble. He'll be streaming on vertical on YouTube and horizontal on YouTube. It's just crazy. Over the weekend, that's what's cool too. That's where I get to watch a lot of Jim, where I'm actually watching. I listen to a lot of times when he's streaming. If I'm not streaming, I'll be listening, but I can't really watch. But over the weekend, when I'm doing a lot of my work, doing my editing and stuff like that over on Saturday and Sunday, I'll have the vertical. I'll have Jim's horizontal on my big screen, and then I pop the chat out of the vertical and I pop the chat out of the horizontal and put that also on the big screen side by side, so I can watch what everybody's talking about, and I can listen and watch Jim and see the puppers when those times come up. And but yeah, Jim, I mean, compared to when you first hit that go live, the very first time, what you've acquired in knowledge as far as technology and all these fandangled fucking things that we're doing here, it's just amazing, isn't it? How much you've stuffed into that pole lock brain since you started doing this, or what?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's crazy. So I got to reach out again to the man that made that all possible, which of course it all stems from you, but Mr. Yankee Free. It was his expertise and his knowledge in this stuff, and taking me under his wing as well, and showing me and teaching me how, I wouldn't have known audio in and audio out. I mean, I didn't know what any of that stuff was. I'm really
Yeah,
electronically
as
inept.
simple
I
it is
don't.
now. You
Yeah,
just didn't even
right.
think that was a thing. Didn't even think it was an option or to figure out. And I say the same
Right.
thing. We all praise Living Yankee Free. Living Yankee Free has done so much for me with this stream from that day. Have you ever watched the video when me and Yankee actually met? Have you ever watched
I
that one?
sure did. I sure did.
Okay, so yeah, so
Come
you got a
watching
chance
him
to see that.
walking out of the woods. Yep.
Basically, yeah, kind of bum rushed me. And no, it wasn't a bum rush. I know I say that he gets all excited. It wasn't a bum rush. Oh, we got a little accident over here on the. That don't look good. Accident or just a broke down truck, maybe? Oh no, that was definitely an accident. Yeah, Living Yankee Free for what he's done for my stream and just this community is amazing, and how much time and I mean, I'd like to know what the hell Yankee did before he did this. I mean, holy shit, he put so much time into this for everybody. I mean, I know he could. used to get in a canoe once in a while, but Jesus, I haven't seen him in a canoe in a while. He's always helping one of us out or somebody else that's streaming or something to do with his
He's
own.
just gonna have to figure out how to mount 3 monitors to the canoe, and then he can do all the canoeing he wants.
Dude, don't think for a second he hasn't thought about that shit. He's like looking at like mounts and shit. Don't think for a second. I would absolutely. Hey Jim, take a look at your screen. We're at the top of Big Booty Judy right now. We're heading over to Long Beach Island, man. We are at the top of the booty. The Heather B Bridge. There, huh? Here we are.
The Heather. I hear you say that a lot. The Heather B Bridge. I never knew what it was all about. I must have missed that one.
How that all came about. You know, when I watch all these streams back.
Look at this truck. His truck's on fire. He's on fire right there. He's on fire.
It sure looks like he's on fire.
Yep. Nope. He's on fire. He's on fire.
Does he know he's on fire?
I don't know. Truck driver, you might want to pull that shit over and get out of there. Your axles are on fire, bro. Yeah, he's on fire. And he's trucking down the road. Clip that shit, and guys.
Yeah. All I saw was smoke.
He's on fire.
That'll happen.
Back to Big Booty Judy. He's there'll be some fire trucks rolling on down there later.
Absolutely. Well, how like I said, I watch all these streams back and that's how I get my moderators. Not one of my moderators has to be a moderator, not one of them. I made a moderator by watching what they do and how they correspond with everybody in the chat, how they correspond with what I'm talking about in my stream and that kind of stuff. So I have 7 moderators, the 6 Joey's Angels, and then Living Yankee Free as Bosley, and me watching this back and seeing how they talk and converse with everybody. That's what happened with Heather B. Heather B is a professional right out of Pennsylvania, right next to me. And I'd watch her in the chat and see her talking to everybody and everything. But what she always said, and it didn't matter, Jim, it could be pouring fucking rain at the top of Big Booty Judy there. And Heather B would be like, there's my view. Love that view. Anytime Heather B was in there, she would say that in the chat. And I just kept seeing it. So that's why I deemed the bridge the Heather B Bridge, because, I mean, other people did say it too. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people enjoy that view, but there wasn't one time that Heather B was in that she did not say that she loved that view. So again, it's just a quirky thing with me. Seeing people appreciate something like that, I like to show my appreciation. If I can somehow do something like that with some of the members and some of the members that I noticed that really put an effort into being a part of the stream and everything. I love it, man. It's absolutely amazing. And I don't know, Miss Heather B, like how much streaming she's watched in her time as far as other people's live streams before ever being a part of me and yours. But just like Miss Wisco, I mean, what they do for you and what they do for me is just absolutely ridiculously amazing. And these people don't get paid, guys. They're just here being part of it because they enjoy what me and Jim are doing and enjoy the community and all that kind of stuff. So it's just amazing. There's Ronnie. It's just amazing. So I know Jim, there's no doubt in my mind that he appreciates all of his moderators just as much as I do, if not more. So
absolutely.
Thank you. A little hat tip and a thank you to my blue crew along with Jim's blue crew as well.
And they're almost all the same. They're almost all the same. If I could have every blue crew you have over there, I'd love it too. But that's just not possible. But to be able to,
it's hard to do. Yeah,
it is. But to be able to share what we do and be able to bring your rules over here and keep it all the same, it just keeps the confusion down. And I think it's a great thing. I absolutely love it. I love it. People come over and say, hey, Joey says hi. I'm like, super cool. They'll tell Mr. Whispers I said hi right back. And I think that's
I get that back from them too.
And how many streams out there do you watch where people do that kind of stuff? You just don't see that
no,
camaraderie.
You don't. And again, it's funny because I don't watch a lot of streams really, but the ones that I have popped in since I've started doing this, because I am curious. I like, I see other people popping in streams and doing streaming that, truckers and everything else too. And again, not saying that not anything negative about their streams at all, because I'm not being that way at all. But the community that has grown around this. All right, what's going to happen here? You guys gonna fight that out here? Ah, man, that forward edge was not given. But he'll block the intersection because just for spite.
Are you in the zone?
I am over on the island on the boulevard now. I am heading north on the boulevard. And I totally forgot what the hell I was talking about because I was waiting to see.
You were talking about other streams, and you don't watch
other streams as far as communities and you see people talking to each other, absolutely, but you don't see people like asking about how somebody else is feeling because they weren't feeling good the day before, or how their mother made out in surgery because they talked about their mother's surgery the day before, or something like that. Seeing all that kind of stuff and just seeing the love between the people that are in the chat. We have our screens off. Me and Jim both drive with our chat screens off. You can't see the screen. It's a little different for me. I get to pop in a lot more often than Jim does. Jim might get up on the road and, all right, I got 695 more miles to go before my next turn, and we're burying this baby. We're getting there, and we're getting as far as we can get today. And so he gets his half-hour breaks when he has to stop, or his fuel breaks, and he'll stop in and chat with you guys for a couple minutes. But again, dude, you rolled the other day for like 4 hours straight, man, without any kind of really break. And the chat never lost contact with you, man. They're talking back and forth with you. They're talking back and forth with each other. And it's just amazing, dude. You're driving along for that amount of time, not having the screen open, not having any kind of converse back and forth with these guys. But yet they're all there hanging out, enjoying each other, enjoying watching you, listening to you, hearing the dogs bark from time to time, all that kind of stuff. You're welcome.
I think it's cool to be able to stop that long down the road and open up chat and have basically the same people there that were there when I shut the screen down 4 hours previous.
Yeah.
It's a pretty neat feeling.
It's a crazy feeling, man. Like, how many times did you, especially in the beginning when you started doing that, and you pop the chat open and you're like, oh shit, here we go. Is there anybody going to be here?
Oh god.
Have I just been talking to myself for the last? And dude, I don't know about you, but I've always been this way. I'm very verbal. Even when my chat's or my live stream's not running, I'm out here. I may not be yapping as much, but I talk to these other people. That's just like you hear me, talking to these people on the road, just like you do. Like, what are you doing, buddy? Like, people all say, like, it's a very lonely job being a truck driver all by yourself. All by ourselves, we're out here with all these people, man. We're not actually conversing with them, but I mean, they can't actually hear me conversing, but I'm conversing. I'm talking to all of them, So it's just a little different thing when you start a live stream and see how many people actually, enjoy what we're doing. And what blows me away is the amount of people that enjoy what we're doing and never watched live streams before. That's what drives me crazy. I just can't believe that, somebody came across and Miss Megan Elizabeth said it earlier pretty good with that super chat too. Take it from her. Never thought she'd be watching two grown men driving trucks down the road. But meanwhile, she enjoys it. She enjoys your personality, I guess my personality too, and just the shenanigans that are happening through the day. And I think it's just, Jim, we're a little lucky too with driving. It's relatable to everybody no matter what, because everybody gets in a car sooner or later. Everybody has to, whether you're on the right side or the left side of the aisle in political terms. Both those sides are driving, whether you're, you have other different views and any different crazy views in this crazy world, most likely you're still getting in a car. So I think that's the relatability is what helped us, move our channels along for sure.
Absolutely. I think that everything that's happened on both sides is awesome. Although I'm not necessarily talking quite as much. I'm not as much of a talker in my streams as you are. I have I don't know. They're two totally different formats, really. And
absolutely.
Everybody comes from yours, and then they're like, yeah, I was like, I should talk more. No. no, Jim, you're doing what you do. Don't do
No, you
anything
do
other
your
than
thing.
you.
That's it.
Do it.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Do your thing. And
I think it's pretty
that's
cool too. I got a chance to see Will Burner for a little bit. Popped into one
oh,
of his
you did watch
streams.
him. He's a good guy. I
Yeah,
like
I
him.
did. I did. I actually that time that I was telling you that when he was doing the drive, I didn't even know he got off on something else. That was the only time I got to see him. I didn't even know he was doing a fundraiser drive
Mm-hmm.
and had no idea about any of that. But just stopped in quick to tell him that I think it's awesome what he's doing and everything else. And he was cool as shit. He's like, I got a chance to hang out with Jim and seeing what how you guys run your streams. It's a little different than what he does, and we all do it a little bit different. But I thought it was really cool, and this goes back to you too, what you were saying earlier about taking the rules over, or how I structured running my stream, and you kind of took that with you, just way it makes it easier for everybody to understand, because a lot of the people are from me, even though you're getting plenty of your backseaters that had no idea who Joey Whispers is, and thank you for putting my name out there to them as well, but just getting the respect from Wheel Burner and showing he's like, I see what you're doing over there. You have all these. It's a family friendly channel because you have all these different ages coming through there. You never know who's coming through. And for you to adopt that, and you thought that was a good idea and a good format to have, or at least a good general beginning or start of it. That makes me feel good. I mean, you're one of my peers, man. You've been doing this just as long, if not longer than me. And for you to take that as kind of like, with open arms into what you're doing, I mean, dude, just makes me feel really good because I have no idea what I'm doing, Jim. I from the beginning, like I would just see things and be like, all right, yeah, I want to do this. I don't like how that's going. I'm going to try to do this a little bit different. Try to do this a little different. And again, I'm not a streamer. I'm not a
You're a truck driver.
experienced stream. I'm a truck driver, so I have no
Right.
idea what's going to work. But the biggest thing, like how I was brought up and how I brought my boys up, and how my father, the original Joey Whispers, brought me up, was respect is number one, man. Like so much will come from that in your later in life if people deem you as a respectful person and appreciate, you appreciating them and all that kind of stuff. So the respect is the biggest thing. Anything else after that kind of, can go branch out in a thousand different ways, but to keep that basis, that idea of that respect, and then you to take that, like I said, into your stream as well and run that way, man. It makes me feel good, Jim. It does.
I thank you for that. And I'm learning stuff from him as well. I mean, he used to live stream just like this before, and he doesn't do it anymore. And I've learned, and
He does it when he gets done, right, for the day.
Yes, he does. He does live streaming afterwards. He doesn't do the in the truck views anymore. He used to do the same exact thing you do. Same thing.
Okay.
But he does not do it anymore. Just for reasons that's for him to say.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
But I'm learning stuff from him. There was things that I was doing on my stream, and he sent me a message, and he's like, you might want to think about this, and so I'm learning things from him too. And I was, it's awesome that another truck driver can come in and help. I'm getting help from so many different people at the same exact time. I'm taking it all, making this stream happen for what it is, and obviously I always say thank you, Joe, but if Mr. Wheelburner's listening, I know he'll listen in sooner or later. Thank you for the advice you've given too, because it's you know are you okay? So you saw my blinker on, and you're just gonna fly around me? I got you. I see how this is working. I got you.
As you signal your intentions.
As soon as I turn it on, they cut me off.
Yeah. Yep.
And that right there is why people don't use their blinkers, because they think it's a ding racetrack out here. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna go and cut them off. No, it's that little blinky thing there. It's for, they didn't factory install it for nothing. I mean, if that was the case,
No.
cars would be much cheaper.
Hell yeah.
Take away the blinker, take away the headlights, automatic headlight things. You don't need those anymore. You don't need headlights in the rain.
Nope.
You don't need any of that stuff. None of it matters.
Nope.
But yeah, I
that's
appreciate everybody's help.
that's so true. Yeah, it's and the coolest thing too about the whole streaming community, all the way around, like with Yankee and everybody that's involved in everything that I got going on, and now with what you got going on. I mean, have you ever gotten this much help in your life in this short period of time and never had to pay a dollar for it? Like, never had to actually pay somebody to help you out.
It's
And
right.
all these people that are willing so much, like especially living Yankee free, we'll beat that until it's a dead horse, because he's just ridiculous how much time and effort, he puts into doing this. And I mean, even like so much more that I could even do. Like, I almost feel bad, like if I can't, I don't get a chance to jump in a lot of his streams, and he would love me to. I get it, but especially too, like, I get done here streaming for 8 hours. It's like shit, my head. When you hear at the end of my stream, like when all right, Joey Whispers, be gone, bye bye. That woo, damn it! At the end, that's real as real can be. Like it's like basically unplugging from being live, and it's not that I'm doing anything special, but yeah, you have 50, 60 people watching you, all day long, and it's cool to when it's just shut that down and pull back from that, and then kind of unplug a little bit after, and then even hop in and watch a little stream. Is a lot different than me actually popping in on video. But we're actually, me and Yankee are gonna be doing a little something next week together on that. So you guys keep an eye out for that. That's coming up along with another special guest in on that. I wouldn't doubt if you'll get in on that at some point too, Jim, if you're interested. But I'm sure you'll be talking to Mr. Yankee about that eventually if you haven't already. So I just I'm gonna let you take the airwaves for a minute, Jim. I'm coming up to where I gotta probably do a little funky backup here. So I'm gonna let you have the wheel for a couple minutes. Yeah. So you do what you.
As I'm driving right into traffic here too. I gotcha. I gotcha.
That's how we do it. Pass the baton, man, whether you're ready for it or not. It's coming.
Yeah, well, go ahead and send it over. It's fine. That's fine. I'm literally just merging onto 90 here off of 290.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Or 290 right now.
Come on.
90. Let's see here. And this is all brand new highway. This was all 2-lane not even 10 years ago. This was all 2-lane road. Now it's a 4-lane divided highway both directions. It's just phenomenal. It's huge.
I can't actually see, but I remember, dude, watching when you went through there the one time, and I'm like I said earlier, I'm like, ooh, that's changed for the better, man. Like quite a bit better.
This was a long project. It was years, and it's an hour stretch right here, just close to an hour of 4-lane traffic. And in the morning and rush hours, this is 4 lanes of backed up traffic. And years ago, it was 2 lanes of backed up traffic twice as far. It's like, all right, we're in Madison, we're hitting the Chicago backup. Now it's like it's quite a bit better over here. Let's get over the lane.
Well, that's awesome. When you said that you left 3.5 hours, or you 3.5 hours later than you wanted to, and then you said, yeah, well, we're gonna go through Chicago. And I looked at the clock. I'm like, that's not good time, man. That's not gonna work out real good, man.
No, it did not. It was not for the better. And there we go. That segues right into something we were just talking about too. Was at the end of the day, when you shut your stream down and you give that big sigh, just as a truck driver, you make what 3,000 or 6,000. I watched it. We got wee lights here. Wee lights. All right, yeah. So we make so many decisions, every single minute. It's like an absurd amount, like 3,000 decisions of every minute, of how exhausting that is on your brain. And then you throw the streaming aspect into it, and now you're doubling that. At the end of the day, yeah, I'm tired. I'm doing a 9.5 hour stream. I'm exhausted. It's time for bed.
It definitely kicks your ass. I'm good with wires. All right. I'm just dumping my my stone out now, Jim.
And you're still beating me. I got to how do I?
And I'm still ahead. Even when I was going backwards, yo.
I can't even. Well, my stuff's mounted permanently on my windshield. I can't even adjust it to make the truck go any. You're always going to be beating me. Yeah, that's fine. On the island.
I'm in Harvey Cedars right now. I'm about 20 yards from the ocean right now, Jim. That's about the closest you've ever been, or what?
No, I actually was in Delaware once, and we did some clamming over there. I was in my
Oh, nice.
early 20s. I did it once, but I'm coming back. Don't you rest assured. I'll be over there eventually.
I can't wait. Jimbo, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
So we're just gonna push this over, then we're going over to Dad and Tuckerton. We're going to Tuckerton.
Oh, you're going to Tuckerton?
Yeah.
Where in Tuckerton?
I guess that over where Dad's at, he's pushing that.
Oh, on Wood Street. You're going to Wood Street. Okay, you're gonna go there. All right. So you're good for now. Just check my gate or my cell real quick.
And there we go. There's one from Dumb Truck. And why do we do that? Why do we check that thing? Because people like to keep their windshields.
Exactly right. Uh-huh. All right, I'm good to go. All right, we're gonna head back and get a load of fill. And then I'm gonna probably stop for lunch on the way back here.
I owned a triaxle dump truck one time.
Did you really?
Had that for about a year and a half. Yeah.
You're like, F that.
No, I actually miss it. It was fun. It was a 97 Freightliner triaxle.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it had the 500 horse Series 60 in it. It was a good truck.
Oh, that was
it wasn't very fast getting up to 60, but once she got there, you weren't slowing her down. That's for sure. That was a fun truck.
Yeah, I hear that.
Did a lot.
What made you get rid of it, Jim? What made you get out of doing the local stuff?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
It was just time, I guess.
If I wasn't with anybody, I was single, and it was a fun thing to do. And then all of a sudden the family started and things got more expensive, and it was like, okay, I need to make a change, and I have to sacrifice something to make this happen. And that's what we did. We got back out on the road to truck driving. You can make quite a bit of money out there if you get your head down and do what you got to do. And that's what I did for majority of my adult life. Keep the family fed.
There you go.
Sacrifice birthdays and holidays, but it kept the family fed.
Yeah, think about that. Me and Jim were talking about that one time. We were talking on the phone. How many without giving your son's age away? Let's go by percentage. How many birthdays do you think you missed of your son's the actual day of his birthday? I'm not talking about having a birthday party on the weekend when you finally came home. I'm talking about when you were over the road doing what you're doing now. I mean, as far as a percentage, how many percent of birthdays? Yeah, I know you do.
I don't have to go by a percentage. I know the number. So I actually have two boys, and they share the same birthday, 2 years apart to the day.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's some cool shit. You got two boys with the same birthday?
Same birthday, 2 years apart.
Man, that's cool shit.
So my wife wanted. When we first met, she always said that her dream was to have. She always wants. I don't want girls. I'm like, all right, I can make that happen. But I want.
How do you figure that out, man?
Right, exactly. I said, well, all right. And I kind of chuckled about that. And then when the second boy was born, he was actually, I believe he was early by about 5 hours. Otherwise, they would have had a birthday separate. But he came early, and we had him on the same day. And I thought that was pretty cool. There you go. You got your wish.
Cool, man.
And in their lifespan, I've made 3 birthdays.
All right. Did everybody hear that? Everybody hear that really good? 3 with 2 boys. He's made 3 birthdays.
3 birthdays.
And then, guys, they're not 4 years old. All right, they're young men.
No.
All right, so just think about that for a second. They are young men and 3 birthdays. Now, let me tell you something. And yeah, you're sitting in a truck stop in the middle of Tennessee somewhere. Yeah, nice move, jackwagon. You got to run her over at the same time. you're sitting in a truck stop somewhere, who the hell knows where, on a weekend or on a weekday, and you call and you wish your kid had happened. Dude, just yeah. My eyes are filling up just thinking about those days, man. Those days suck, Jim.
The best thing that ever happened in technology was FaceTime. It made it just made that a little bit easier to cope with.
You just said it, that a little bit, man, a little bit better, but still not
the
same of seeing them wake up in the morning and giving them a hug and happy birthday and spending a good part of that day with them, and right. Dad's always away. Dad's always away.
Christmas.
Yeah, 3 birthdays, 2 boys, man. Yeah. When I hear people say, especially when I was over the road, thank you, appreciate what you truckers do. First thing I thought about was, yeah, that's what I do. I miss birthdays, man. That's what I do. And when people say they appreciate it, they never they never say it like that. But yeah. All right, now what are you doing here now, Jack and Jackwagon? Come on, get off your phone. You just cut me off. And now you want to sit on your phone because now it's time for to do that.
Are they? Hey, if they're not listening to you,
there you go. Hit the horn, Sammy.
And if they won't listen to the horn,
give him the pig. Hell yeah!
I can't wait for Piggy and Clucker to get together. That's gonna morph into some kind of an
dude. That's gonna be one hell of a picture for the Discord, huh? How about that? That's gonna be awesome. Dude, when you did it over the weekend, I almost fell out of my chair. I'm like, what the hell was that noise? I had to look up and see and see you holding a pig, dude. Oh my goodness. I'm like, that is great. That is fantastic. Too much, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Clucker, but that pig is awesome.
Well, I had the squeaky bone, but there was something about holding my bone in my hand didn't work very well. So and Misha took the bone anyways. Or maybe it was Zeus. Zeus took the bone in the house and it never came back into the truck. I was like, I think it was Dewana said, get a squeaky pig. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Misha loves the pigs. She loves it. She loves tearing the throat out of the pigs. And
Jesus.
She does. She goes right for the little whatever it is that makes the noise.
Yeah, the squeaker. Yep.
She disembowels the squeaker. But yeah, so I went to our local Menards store. It's construction supply store we have up north, and I grabbed a couple of them out of there, and I stuck one on the desk at home next to the streaming station at home, and I put one in the truck, and she found both of them, and I got them back.
She did.
She did.
You need protection. You need protection for the pig, for crying out loud.
I do. I don't know. I don't know how to. I had to hide it from her. So I did a stream at home, and I don't know, somebody super chatted me or something. I don't even remember what it was, but I went to reach for the pig that was sitting on the right on my desk, and I'm like, Piggy's gone.
Piggy's gone. Misha.
Where's Piggy? And I looked around the back, and there's Misha sitting down. She's sitting on the floor, and she's cocking her head back and forth, and her tail's wagging on the floor. And I'm like, oh.
And she's like, I got him.
Where'd you put him? Downstairs on the chair. Yep. She grabbed Oinker.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. I am so jealous you got dogs, man. I cannot. I mean, you watch enough of my streams, I'm sure, or at least to know that how I am when I just see a dog driving by that's hanging their head out the window. I'm like, man, I got to catch them at the light. I want to talk to that dog, and to know that you got 3 of them in there, 3 of them. And believe me, I love Zeus, man. I do. And Misha too.
Everybody loves Zeus.
That fucking Thor, dude. I love that dog, man. The way he sits, the story you told about when you were working and you had doing shift work, leaving the house and coming home every day, and you had a camera on, a home cam that you could see what the dogs are doing on the front door, and Thor would watch you leave, and he would stay there until you came home. Yep. Damn it, Jim. I mean, fucking, where do you find love like that? Where do you find loyalty like that? That is just unbelievable, man. That made my, that made my heart hurt for that dog. I love that dog, man. I love that dog. Just I never seen that dog in real life. Never touched him, but damn it, I love that dog.
That's Brandy's baby. That's Miss Brandy's
Yeah,
baby right
Brandy
there.
love story. Yep. Absolutely.
He is a good one. He's 9, 9.5. He might be going.
Just
I think he's
turned
going on.
just turned 9 not too long ago.
Yeah, and that was like August. Was it August of last year?
Oh, was it that long ago? I thought it was. No, was it?
I'd have to look at my calendar. All I know is he's 9. I don't remember birthdays. I know. I think I know mine. So my birthday's coming up. All right, so my birthday's coming up next month, and no, I'm not even going to start on math. He's 9.
Well, he's awesome, man. I love when he hops up and you get him to when he's actually looking at the camera too, man. That face he's got, man, I love it.
If his ears would just go up, but he's got the Chihuahua ears. Whenever you're talking to him, his ears go back. Unless you say
a certain thing.
Slow down, Pollock. Slow down. Unless you say those words.
Don't say it, Jesus.
No, don't say it. That's the whole PUPPERTIME thing was going to be a fun one. And now anytime I say that,
all right, slow it up. You just spelled something really fast, and you expect me to fucking spell that quick? All right, I got it. You go ahead. It took me. I got a delay.
Right? Yeah. That thing. That particular time in the day. They all go absolutely berserk for it, and I don't know. There's something about these dogs and how smart they are, and I mean, Chihuahua, he's a little brain dog, but he's the smartest little brain dog I've ever had in my entire life. He is on point.
That's awesome. And again, I think that a lot of that is because he is so in tune to you. Like, just you guys are one. It's really too cool too. Like when you're doing your loading and you spin the camera, you got to run in for coffee or whatever you do, man. And Zeus jumps up there, and then Thor, will jump up right next to him. I mean, just in that picture, that screenshot I sent to you when you were doing something when I flipped the stream on, and there's Zeus and Thor sitting on the chair, and I just sent you a little text message, a screenshot, be like, "What's up, Jim? Good morning. I'm just sitting here having coffee with the boys," and they're just so stoic how they watch you, and they're constantly trying to see what you're doing, and they all know Misha not as much, but Zeus and Thor absolutely, and yet it's like clockwork, man. They know where to go. They know what they're constantly watching you and watching over you. That's the way I look at it, and the ears and the tail when you crack that door to come back in, and I mean it's unconditional love, man. It's just awesome.
Zeus
awesome
is a shit. He knows as soon as I open up that door. And if you ever notice, he used to get off the seat as soon as I would grab the door handle. He used to, but not anymore. Now his new thing is whenever I open up the door, he up a big one.
I saw that. Yeah, he hell yeah, he wants a quick little snuggle, little kiss and snuggle, and from Dad, and then he's gonna hop off the seat. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome.
All 3 of them.
That's amazing too that they all get along that well. That's a good dog right out of the gate, and a good owner too. I would say.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I would say that's a damn good owner that to have the dogs behave like that together.
Yeah. Zeus was he was a heck of a good find. He's he's highly intelligent, even for his breed. He's a really
from
smart
a pup,
dog.
Jim. You have him since a pup?
Oh yeah, yep. I got him at 8 weeks old.
8 weeks, okay.
Yeah, yep. All of them. We've had every one of these dogs since they were babies.
They're babies. That's awesome, man.
Zeus is starting to teach now. Misha is the OG of the shepherds in the house. For everybody that's watching that hasn't seen. Over on my side, Misha is my female shepherd. She's only 6 months older than Zeus, but when she came into the truck, this is Zeus's truck. So it's neat to watch how Zeus is teaching Misha the rights and the wrongs in here. And if they could speak and I could understand it, it'd be something else. But Misha, she'll start to get a bit yippy. She'll get yippy. And Zeus will turn around, and I've watched these streams back where I've seen he turns around and it's like he nods her head. He's like, "All right, it's okay. He'll be back in a minute. Just calm down and relax." Well, I noticed the other day that Misha started getting lippy in the truck, and Zeus went over and he actually mouthed her nuzzle. He put his mouth
Did
over
he
her,
really?
right over her nose, and he was like, "All right, enough's enough." And I'm like, "All right, now the dominance is starting to twist around where Misha. So she thinks she's dominant in the truck. She was dominant at home, but she is not here. And Zeus is very laid back. And I was wondering, how far is he going to let this go before he says enough's enough? And it just
Yeah,
started a
and
couple
he
days
did.
ago. He's like, "All right, I've had enough of you. It's time for you to learn the rules of the truck." And he muzzled her. And I was like, "All right, that's stuff's starting to go down." And she stopped. She didn't show her teeth or anything. She's like, "All right, I got you. I smell exactly what you're stepping in. We're gonna back off a little bit
That's
here."
awesome.
So it's working well.
That is awesome, man. That is absolutely awesome. I know Capone too. I remember you said you were to have Capone in the truck, and then next stream you did, I'm like, "Where's Capone, man? I want to see Capone."
I know. I wish that one would have worked out. He
And
was
it just
just
didn't. It just didn't work out. I got it.
yeah. He just
But that
too
was
big.
before you. That was before you tried Misha.
Yes, that was well before he came into the truck, and he was like a freight train. He's a big dog. Um, Probably 30 pounds bigger than Zeus is. He's a big boy.
No kidding.
Yeah,
That's a big boy.
and
Shit.
he's another really smart dog, and he's down at my friend's house in Kentucky. It's actually the breeder
Oh, okay.
that we got him from. And I stopped at the house to just do like it was a weekend thing. And him and I were talking like, I don't know what to do with. I don't know how we're gonna do this whole Capone thing and how we're gonna make this work. And he's like, "Well, if you want to just leave Capone here for a while until we figure out what you want to do," he's like, "It's fine." I was like, "It's
No
Capone's
shit.
second home." I'm like, "All right, well that's fine." So Capone can stay down there for a while. And it just turned to Capone just latched onto him, and he's like, I don't. How do you want to do this? And I'm like, so I guess Capone now has two homes. So he's down
There
in
you go.
Kentucky. He's doing his thing while we're doing our thing up here, and eventually I'll get back down to see Capone. But yeah, I think Capone might just end up. He might just be staying down there with the breeder he actually came from. At this point I don't know, but he's happy as can be, and he is his well he's on his owner's foot down there. We'll just put it that way. Capone followed me all over the place, and he latched straight on down there, and he's doing great. And
That's great. That's great
he's
to
not
hear, man.
confined to this truck with such a big
No,
dog.
that's all I was just gonna go. It can't be for all dogs, man. There's no way. They're like us. They have
No,
different personalities, different wants and needs, and what they like and everything else. And it's just like this job isn't for everybody. It goes the same with dogs, man. I would imagine, they can't really tell you they don't like it, but you can sense and you can see, and especially a dog that size too. I've seen
huge.
Great Danes in these trucks, and I've seen right down to Pomeranians or Chihuahuas, and oh yeah, everybody's running and gunning here. But yeah, it's the quality of life, man. It's just the quality of life. If a dog's not happy doing it, and yeah, I get it. The way people say we're their masters. We tell them what to do and all that kind of stuff. I get that part of it, but in the same respect, if you really care about the animal and want them to have the best quality of life, stuffing them in the truck where they don't want to be there, which you can obviously sense and see. It's
Absolutely.
not a good. It's not a good thing, in my opinion,
It's
anyway.
to be a responsible pet owner. You have to be.
Yeah,
You have to be able to make
yeah.
that call on what's right and what's wrong. And trust me, if I could have had four of them in here, I'd have had four. But I mean, that's just taking it a bit too far. And he's very
Yeah,
happy he's very happy doing what he's doing right now. So that's pretty neat.
you need a little extension on that sleeper, man. You got any more dogs in there?
Well, when that W9 shows up, she might be a little bit longer.
There you go.
I'm pulling up on Hampshire here. What are we doing? I got Hampshire, and then
If you
I
want
got
to,
another. It's
I'm
what
going to be
20
stopping
20
here in
more
about.
minutes.
I'm going to be stopping here probably in about 10 minutes, Jim, to get something to eat. Probably about 10, 15 minutes.
All right.
So
Well,
it's up
you
to
know
you.
what? Then
Whatever.
I'm gonna keep going to Roscoe then.
Okay. What'd you say that
Yeah,
was
I'm gonna
about
keep
20
going.
minutes out?
Yeah, it's 20 25 minutes. something like that.
All right, yeah, do that. And then if you want to stop and have a little, we'll do a little bit of lunch. We'll hang out, and
Yes. Let me.
I'll pop the chat open, and anybody want to ask Jim questions, you can ask him questions. I'll ask him for you. And yeah, we'll do a little bit of that. Unless too, Jim, you can always once you do stop, you can always go to the to my Discord and pop on the live that we're on right now, and it'll bring you in the old way, and you'll be able to see the chat too. If you want to do that on a tablet, that's up to you. But we'll that's what I'm gonna do.
I can open. I can just. Oh. Yeah, I'll open up my tablet on chat.
Okay. All right, cool. This way, if anybody want to ask anything, being we've been doing this for a little while now, I'm sure there's some people that are curious that may not have seen you before. Again, Mr. Living Yankee Free, if you would please throw Trucker Zeus's links up in there. So if anybody want to follow him, it's basically like a link tree, like kind of like what I have. Yeah, that was a nice move, man. Jump in front of a big truck and then hit the brakes, all because you want to go to Wawa up here. Yeah, it's okay. I know a hand wave always makes it better. Absolutely, man. Totally makes it better. Not being that there's nobody behind me, you could have just jumped in behind me if you want to go to Wawa here, which I would almost guarantee you're going to see a blinker from this Lexus. And she's probably going to dive over in the shoulder because I just blew the horn at her. Maybe no blinker? No? All right, maybe no blink. Maybe she's not. No, she's not going to Wawa. She just felt the need to be in front of me. Maybe she's going to turn
Is she
here.
on fire?
Is she on fire? I'll tell you what. Sometimes I wish. No, I would never say that.
I mean, it's a first. That is actually the first time in my trucking career where I've actually seen one on fire and not engulfed in flames on the side of the road. It was I clipped it.
It's a timing thing, Jim. If you slept in another 3 minutes, you'd probably see it engulfed on the side of the road going by it by the time you realized and stopped. You know how that works. We get in the zone out here sometimes, man. You know, like I know I check my mirrors. I don't know, probably, especially being local like this, I would say no more than 10 seconds. There's probably no more than 10 seconds that I'm glancing, always looking at my mirrors here. But I'll tell you what, I remember getting on the road and especially getting into a good tune and just cruising down. You get the highway trans and all of a sudden somebody's next to you and they're pointing at your truck. It's like, oh shit, I got something going on, man. Yeah. You know, but it didn't happen very often, but yeah. I like too, Jim, how you
I might have to turn my Starlink on here. I'll see. I'm running on satellite right there. I'm running on cellular right now.
Oh, no kidding. It hasn't missed a beat, man. I haven't heard you click out or zip out once over my ears anyway.
Well, that's good. Once I get up past Roscoe, that's going to be a different story. You get up into the central part of Wisconsin over there, it turns into a bit of a in and out thing. Greatest thing about Starlink right there, that don't happen no more.
Yeah, that was just going to say, now on Starlink, you can go through that, right? You can go through Starlink for your vertical, right?
I do.
Or do you have to be on cell all the time? Oh, you do. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
I do. Yep. I'm always on Starlink. The only time I'm not.
And the only time that'll kick you off is when you go underneath, like to a fuel island or something. If it's got a roof, right?
Yep. That's it. Or little bridges that might blurp out every now and again.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm still trying to overcome. I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be some kind of a setting in this phone where when I lose service on one, it automatically bounces over to the other one. I have not found it yet. On how that's
well, you know, fucking Yankee's got a book open right now trying to read up on that shit. You know that?
Yeah, I bet.
What did he just say? Oh, I'll find that shit. I'll find out. I'll figure that out. He'll fucking send emails if he's got to.
All my all my horizontals. I run those right off of the computer in the truck, and that's the tricky one right there. Is how do I get my stream to not die on me when we're on horizontal and it's on a computer that has absolutely nowhere near me? That's always a problem. Yeah,
that you can't. Yeah, that's in the back in the sleeper. So for you to try to have that right next to you, and yeah, because I remember watching the Ride Along Gang guy, that one streamer, and he pulled into a fuel dock or fuel island, and he came up and he had to wait. And as soon as the guy went in front of me, he's like, "All right, guys, it's gonna take a second. Let me switch over to cellular." And I'm like, "Fucking got Starlink. Why would you do that?" you know, and it didn't even click. Well, as soon as he ran underneath there, it would have disconnected him. So, yeah, I mean, this is, yeah, Starlink, that's all new fandangled stuff to me. I don't have any idea about that shit, you know, no idea how it works or even, I did look into it. I did look into it when I first started streaming and it was kicking me off all the time. I'm like, I need something better than this. And that was when I, you know, first started streaming. I just got monetized and, you know, I was making a couple bucks and I'm like, I'm not making Starlink money. There ain't no way. You have to buy all that and set it all up and have that service and everything like that for what it was. And then not too long after that, it came down quite a bit, but still it was, you know, it's a substantial, that's what I say all the time about, you know, to people that watch these, like, yeah, it's free to watch. Like you can watch it all you want. We never say like, you know, please give donations to the channel or nothing like that. I mean, we appreciate it because this shit isn't free. Like, you know, it does cost money. It's time, you know, the GoPros and, you know, another phone line and buying a computer and doing all this stuff. And yeah, I mean, there's no doubt we're both monetized and we make money from our content. But again, it's like the amount of money that you put out to recover that shit doesn't happen overnight. Like, and again, like with the super chats and, you know, you'll hear it in my voice, you'll hear it in Jim's voice. Like, and it's got nothing to do with it, whether it's $1.99 or $200. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just somebody showing just an equal effort of appreciation to us and showing that like that you appreciate that. It costs money to have the music played. It costs money to have a connection, to try to make the best connection possible. And again, the time, Jesus, if you can sit back and actually clock how many hours that and minutes that you've thought about this and put time into trying to make it better. I mean, Jim, that's a lot of time. You know, I know it. I haven't been there with you every step of the way, but I know what I do. And I've seen where you've gone from in such a short period of time. It's just amazing, dude. Like I said, I tell you all the time, man, I'm proud of you. It's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work. And I appreciate the time that you put in just for me for a few hours on a Saturday to watch you, you know, and that's why I always tell you, thanks for the ride, because it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome.
And I appreciate those texts at the end that I get from you and everybody else saying thank you, because it is an expense. It's just to do this. It's a quarter of my mortgage just to do what I'm doing. It's not cheap, and I do it because it's fun. And everybody the $1.99s, you know, they all add up. And
oh, absolutely,
every time
man,
I get one of those, it's huge. And the followers and the what do they call the subscriptions or whatever they all call that stuff.
Members,
I don't even know. Members, yeah, that's awesome. Everybody that's green and that stuff, just it all makes it just a little bit easier at the end of the month to keep it going, because if it can't stay profitable, I can't do it. You got to look at it. It's a business. It's a business, you know.
No matter how much fun we have doing it, which I do, I have a lot of fun corresponding with all these people. And I mean, think about just the laughs that we've had over the last, you know, 6-8 months together, all of us, you know, and all the different streams and, you know, laughing to where your stomach hurts, you know, that would have never happened if we never, you know, kind of got into doing this all together. So, the appreciation, a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there, again, totally get it. And I say it all the time. If you can't donate, where you see people, I wish I can give, you know, hitting the like button, hitting the share and copy link, 3 things, man. I mean, and it doesn't cost you a dime. It doesn't take more than like 2-3 seconds to do.
Got that right.
The appreciation that I have for people that do that for us is it's epic, man, because for them to understand and realize that little bit, if they can't afford to give, you know, a couple dollars to support the stream when they really want to, they don't need to, because that right there is all I need.
Right.
That's all I don't even expect that, but I so greatly appreciate it. And I know Jim does too.
Absolutely. I had a lady, I love being able to watch these things back, and the comment was, I'm not going to hit the like button if you're begging. No, I'm not begging at all. I don't want anybody to think I'm begging for a like. That is so not the truth. That's not what it is. I will watch your stream, and I will watch my own stream, and I will forget to like my own darn stream. And
all the time.
it's to remember. Oh, that's right. And I do it all the time. I mean, Abby said it right off the bat today. Abby said it before I even left. She says, Jim, hit the like button before you leave. And I'm like, yeah, there it is right there. You're right, Abby. I forgot to like my own stream again. I
The
mean,
funniest thing, dude, I even saw Erica Elf in your stream, Erica Elf from Missouri that comes in my streams that always telling me to like shit. I saw her in yours today, and she even said yesterday, I got to do it with both of you guys. Keep telling you to like your streams. Jim, I'm going to run across the street, get a sandwich. So you do what you got to do. Jim's going to talk to you guys for a couple minutes. I'm popping my earbuds out right now. I'm going to run across the street, get a sandwich, and then if Jim gets a chance to stop too, we'll have a little lunch together. So,
yes, we will.
all right, Jim, it's all you. I'm popping them out. It's on you, sir. Trucker Zeus in the seat.
We
be
will
right back,
do this. All right, here we go again. So, yeah, this is going a lot longer than I was expecting. This is pretty cool. I thought this was going to be like a 25 or 30-minute thing, and here we're still going at this. How awesome is that? Throw in some Trucker Zeus, don't you knows? It's pretty cool. What does everybody think he's getting for lunch today? Is it going to be roast beef? Is it going to be chicken? Maybe I'll stop at a Subway and grab myself like a tuna fish sandwich. No, that would not be even right. I could go for a big old roast beef sandwich with lettuce and tomato and just stack with onion. Oh my gosh, does that sound good right now? Roast beef, that's what I'm saying. Let's get the roast beef going. I don't know how this is going to work though. My truck stops a little bit farther away than I was expecting it to be. I might have to just grab one of these little emergency pull-offs and take a half-hour break right there. I have stuff in the truck I can eat. Won't be a problem. The dogs would love it. I got hot dogs back there I can make. Sit down and have one of those with the puppies. But definitely don't want to say Puppertime because they're going to go absolutely crazy. They're in the back, cuddled up together right now, being so sweet like they always are. 26 minutes away from where I was planning on stopping. It was a bit farther than I'm expecting. Trip planning 101, guys. How many times do you trip plan? Every chance you need to. That's when trip planning happens. So is it really 26 miles? Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's 20 miles as the bird flies. That is correct. 26 miles. But that's okay. I can stop at any one of these and pull over and we can do what we got to do. And how about that truck that was on fire, huh? Was that crazy? Crazy. He had flames coming out from underneath his front axle. Actual flames. And he was still rolling down the road. I would bet any money he had absolutely no idea that his truck was on fire. No clue whatsoever. Scary how that happens out there. They put those big chunks of glass on the side of your truck to look backwards for a reason, but nobody ever sees it. I can't wait to get out there to go to this little restaurant, diner. What's the name of this place he goes to? I can never remember. I get out there and grab myself a big old sandwich from there too. Make it how you want to make it. I'll throw it up on a stream. I think it'd be kind of neat. Let's get this thing parked up here somewhere, and you guys can have some of that time with the dogs while he's having his sandwich. I got no problem turning my camera around whatsoever. Be just fine. And I was thinking about that Alex Halls. Alex Halls is the most un-Canadian sounding Canadian I think I've ever heard in my life. Oh, the Belvedere Oasis. That's what I'll do. Okay, we got a place to park it. Right here, Belvedere Oasis. I forgot all about this. All right, we're good. We'll do that. So what should I get? You guys got to help me out. Should I get Sbarro, Dairy Queen? Ooh, Panera Bread? We will stop at the Belvedere Oasis. I'll run inside. Panera. I think I'm going to have to do Panera. That's what we'll do. Panera Bread. I'll have a sandwich too. I know what I'm going to get when I go into Panera. It's definitely going to be a roast beef. and maybe a soup. This timing actually worked out pretty good. I forgot all about this plaza. I have not been here. Oh, Oasis, excuse me. I haven't been in here for a while. Good place to stop and take a break. Here he is. Roast beef. What's your guess, guys? Roast beef, chicken, or turkey? What has he got? Roast beef, chicken, or turkey? I'm going to bet he's got, I bet today is Joey Whisper's turkey sandwich.
How the hell did you know what I was getting to eat?
It is, isn't it? You got turkey.
It is. I got turkey.
Boom! And I'm pulling
And
off
we did
right
not,
here
we
too.
did not, we did not talk about that earlier either. So don't think Trucker Zeus is cheating there. He just took a guess and he was right.
I am. I forgot about the Belvedere Oasis here. I'm pulling off in Belvedere. And I'm grabbing myself something from Panera Bread. I'm exiting right now.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. Time for Jim to eat too.
I am. This couldn't have worked out any better. See, you got your sandwich, and I talked whatever it was. Oh, there's a Subway here. No, I don't want Subway.
Ooh, oh, mystery sandwich time.
I could be. I could, but
Jesus, see, they were out of round rolls today, so I had to get a sub, which is way too much, man. Jim, I got half a turkey sub, man. You want it?
yeah, send it over. I'll have it. I got to be able to find a place to park in here, though. And you know how these Oases are.
Oh yeah, that might be a little tight, especially this time of day, yo.
I don't know if I can even get into one of these spots if I tried.
All right, well, don't look at the screen because I'm gonna do a little quick spinny spin for my side because they always like to see what I'm eating. So I'm gonna show them a sandwich here really quick, Jim. So I'm gonna pop mine around. What's up, everybody? There you go. I got my turkey sandwich on a way too. Look, this is plenty. All right, I don't need that and this. All right, so if anybody wants half, you can stop here at the Gourmet Deli. You get half the sandwich. All right. There you go. And you can't watch me eat it either. All right, my chat screen. What the hell was that? What's that big red? Tails? Tails, X-Fries, a.k.a. Little Jeremy. Again, yo? Yo, side by side moving and actually working. Yeah, how did that
I'm going to
work?
back up
I'm
over there,
surprised that
driver. Watch yourself.
Manage to do that fluently. I know, Tails, right? How about that? This is just a little something that we tried before, and it wasn't really successful because I didn't have the audio squared away, right? So, again, you can't hear the truck really good. I can hear the dogs barking though, Jim. I don't know what the hell. It's not this sound cancellation isn't working that great on yours. I kind of like it because I can hear the oinker. I can hear the dogs. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. This guy's not going to move behind me. He pulled up right behind me. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured this guy was going to do. Thanks, driver. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you when you saw what I was trying to do there. Have yourself a great day.
Don't you like when the other drivers in the industry actually
jackwagon.
go out of their way to help you out like that? That's absolutely awesome. Thank you again, Tails. I appreciate it, man. It's great to see you.
See if I can find a place to park over here.
Little Jeremy, thank you.
What a jackwagon.
You got a bunch of them, don't you? All right, I'm gonna eat my sandwich and I'm gonna watch Jim try to be creative parking here.
Yeah, I'll be parking way up here on the interstate, and there's nothing I can do about it because that guy's a jackwagon.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna parallel park it right here.
Hey, Jim.
Yo.
Alex Halls is in chat if you have anything you'd like to say to him.
He did it again.
He jammed you up again, the same guy?
Same damn guy. Honest to goodness.
Super chat here from Worldwide Rail Productions. Mr. Dom, what's up, buddy? I've said it before. I'll say it again. Thank you both for all that you do. You both are truly amazing people and have inspired me to keep doing what I do best more than ever. There you go, Dom. Thank you, Dom. Can you guys hear the clucker? I'm just curious. I can hear Jim's oinker, but I don't know if you guys can hear clucker or not.
I'm gonna mute this for a second.
Jim, just so you know, Wisco Robin called that guy a jackwagon. She knows you well, man.
No, I just muted that and told him something he needed to hear. All right.
Good.
There we are.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Mr. Jim right there. Check him out with the puppers.
Parallel parking the big truck on the side of an interstate. Come on.
That's always fun, isn't it? Hey, Jim, I don't know if you heard me, but Alex Halls is in chat. If there's anything you wanted to tell him.
Oh, Alex Halls. I don't know if you can see me, Alex, but I want to congratulation you. Is that a word? Congratulate you?
I think it's a
want to
word.
give you some congratulations on what you
What he's
did.
saying.
That was a fine job on becoming a daddy. You are going to love it. The best experience you can ever have right there is being a daddy.
There you go.
Congratulations on that, sir. And get your shit fixed and get back streaming. Come on.
Yeah, we need you, man. We need you.
All right.
Kelly Secrets, appreciation post for you and Jim. You are both amazing. From Miss Kelly Secrets. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Kelly.
You,
See, Clucker here wants to meet Piggy Oinker. I'm a pig's ass right now. There you go, guys. Yeah, ever seen a bunch of 50-year-old guys act like they're 3? Come on, here we go.
Here it is, man. This is where you're gonna find it, right here.
All right,
I'm gonna
go walk half a
one.
mile and grab something to eat. I'll be back.
All right, Jim, we'll be here.
I'll be back.
Tails, another one from Tails. I love these inconsiderate drivers bright enough to be so damn stupid on getting a license. Yeah, I hear you, Tails, and I agree with you. Absolutely, absolutely. 1000% there. Faux show. All right, guys, I'm just gonna wolf down my sandwich. Have a couple Doritos. Thank you, Tails. Thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciate you, man. Greatly appreciate you. All right, so if you look at Jim's screen right now, that's Misha. That's Misha sitting in the seat. Or it was just not in the seat anymore. Where's Thor at? Come on, Thor. There he is. Thor just hopped up there. And there's I think that's Zeus right there. He's got fucking dogs, man. I can't even compete with him. Not even close. Thank you, Franklin. Sandra Kemp, good afternoon. Thank you, Tails. I appreciate it, man. I plan on it. Thank you. Oh, Ed, you know she don't like him, Ed. This is messy. Blue Boat, you are right. I do have chicken and ducks. And Peter right below you, he loves the chicken. What's up, Peter? How'd you do that, TTC? Come on, man. It was a good one yesterday, man. Might be my best stream ever. Yes, we do. We do have a Discord. Jim has a Discord as well. I hear you, Xandra. Good to have you back, though. Life does get in the way sometimes. Yep. Daniel Ackers, you like it? All right, man. That's awesome. You pick up the sandwich on Saturday, Billy? All right. Oh, it's good, Fireball. It's good. It's just messy. Just a mess. It's dripping. I guess the tomatoes were a little juicy or something. It's dripping all over me here. Alfredo. Miss Kelly, go for Alfredo tonight. All right, my chat is jumping. You guys are talking quick. Eating, Cyan. I'm eating. Whoo! Patty said tacos. Uh-oh. Miss Wisco's swooning. Look out. You like the side-by-side, Zilly? A little something different, right? Nom-noms, that's right. Stink wrinkle, it is absolutely awesome. Oh, yeah, the dog's nose is lunchtime. Absolutely. Blue Boat, I just spun it 3 times, man. Where you been? There goes Jimbo. Sign, I don't know if the live is still loading for you. I don't know what to do for you. Miss Angie Dutton, Twoopers. How you about that? You like that, Miss Angie? Cindy G's having pork belly and rice for dinner tonight. All right. Yes, Andrew got 2 of them in there, male and a female. Zeus and Misha. You like it, Firepaw? Awesome. That's it, JD. Sandwich and doggos. Miss Angie, we had you the whole time? Oh, my goodness. Blue Boat, best decision I ever made, man. I absolutely love it. I just clicked 500 miles, too. I don't even drive it. Oh, Abby, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. I'm glad it made your day, but I am sorry to hear that for sure. I hope Willow's feeling a little better today. Sometimes they got to get it worse before they get better, but hopefully not, honey. Nice, Andrew. Stink Wrinkle, this is the Gourmet Deli. It's across the street. It's not the building that you see on the right here. It's actually to our left across the street. I know, Mike, I heard. I heard you're going over Heather B. Bridge all the time. And you went over Seaside Bridge yesterday. Congratulations to Kells. What did Miss Kells do? I've been here more than 3 minutes today. Congratulations, Miss Kells. I guess I got to stream with Trucker Zeus to get you to come in. I know you're always in his stream, so that's good, honey. As long as you're happy. Oh, Miss Abby. All right, honey, we'll be thinking about you. Prayers for Miss Willow, Abby's newborn. Whooping cough, and the flu. So let's have a little thoughts and prayers for Miss Abby. Yep, it's a mini pin Chihuahua. That's Thor, the little dog you see on Trucker Zeus. Sorry, I wish I could help you, man. I wish I could help you. And there's some love for Miss Abby. That's how we do it. Look at all that love from Miss Abby. I thought so too, Peter. Yep, Thor is a cool name for a little dog. Yep. All right, that's I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do with this other half. I'll save it. Maybe if I get hungry in a little while, I'll take a couple rips off it then. I don't know. There ain't no way I could eat all that. Not for lunch anyway. Maybe for dinner. All right, we'll wrap this up, put it in the cooler, and save it for later. CF Spray, thanks for joining, man. A little different for first stream. This is and the second time me and Trucker Zeus have done this side by side here, so I think it's pretty cool. Thank you for all the prayers and the love for Miss Abby and Willow. That shit works, guys. I'm not gonna lie, that shit works. You can ask Miss Abby. Miss Abby was part of that a bunch of months back, along with Larry, the retiring cable guy, and anytime we ask for prayers and love from the Waka Waka clan, it seems to really help out. So thank you for all the people that do that. You're right, Stink Wrinkle. That is very true. Everything in moderation, especially food. Yep. Yep, it's an option. It just says stream together, TTC. It's right on the first screen when you're setting it up. All you got to do is hit stream together. When you hit go live, it'll bring you to another screen and ask you to send the link to the other person. And then the other person can pop in and you guys can get everything squared away before you actually hit the go live button to go live. So. Now, I was hoping that me and Jim could sit here and have lunch together. And if that guy wasn't a jackwagon, he probably had the salmon to be back in. He wouldn't have to walk so far. But that's not going to be the case. I'm going to have to get rolling, which will be cool because then Jim could pop in the stream and he could pop on the chat and have his lunch and talk with you guys, and I could just be in the background. So maybe we'll do a little bit of that. Michelle, thank you. And absolutely, I agree. 100%. Nope, I don't think so, fat guy. Nope. Two guys in sumo suits. I don't know. I'll talk to Jim. Maybe we'll make that happen. Mr. Wana, can you turn the camera so we can see the deli? I can, Mr. Wana. I could probably pop it off so you can see it, but as many times as I go by, all right, let me do this for Mr. Wana. She's a sweetheart. It's a gourmet deli right there, Mr. Wana. Let's see, can I zoom? There you go. That's the gourmet deli. It's just a little, like I said, it's a little hole in the wall. It seems like just this little shop, but it's got some great food, and they take great care of me. So there you go. I hope you could see that okay, Mr. Wana. I couldn't really see if you could see it that good or not. All right. I'm gonna get rolling here. Oh, you saw it. Okay, good. Everybody saw it. Awesome. All right. Make sure you guys are straight here. All right. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Albert saying face reveal. I spin the camera quite a bit. That's what happens. We get new people to come in they didn't get to see 5 minutes ago when I had the camera spun. All right, so I'm gonna spin the camera so you guys can see what I look like. All right, and then you'll know. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Look at the screen. Look at on the left side. Go ahead, one more time. That's for Peter Dawes right there. That's my super clucker. What's up, everybody? My name is Joey Whispers. That guy is Trucker Zeus. He went to get some lunch. We tried to stop where we could have some lunch together. We're doing a little side-by-side today. Trying it out for a little while. We did it once before. It didn't really work out really well because I had audio problems with my headset, and it was going through the Bluetooth of the truck. And, yeah, didn't have that quite squared away. But Can't play music like I normally have on my stream, but that's all right because me and Jim are just talking, just kind of chewing the fat. Two truckers and different lifestyle in trucking right now. I was over the road back in the day. I am not over the road anymore. Jim is currently over the road and running all lower 48 states of the United States with 3 dogs. 3 dogs. There they are. You can kind of see them. There's one of them right there. It's funny because usually they're up on the seat when he's out of the truck, but not right now. So there you go. That's what I look like. It's the truck and Santa Claus. I never had a beard in my life. I started growing a beard. I got 3 grandkids. I want to play Santa for come December. So that's why I got a beard. All right, flip you back around. We're to get rolling. We'll let Jim come back and he can have some lunch and talk with you guys too. All right. All right, sip of water here and we're rolling. That's right. Ho, ho, ho. Love the beer. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still getting used to it. I don't know if I ever will, to be honest with you. Future Joey will figure it out. Did you really think that was Clucker? That was me? I'm sorry. I do stupid shit like that. All right, we're going to head back to the yard, get a load of fill. Bring it over to where Todd's at, and Todd can give me the rest of the concrete. He's basically waiting for me right now, so just the way things worked out, I wanted to have a quick lunch. Otherwise, I won't eat. So got 13:26 here right now. Silly be going to lunch. Silly be letting you know she's going to lunch soon. She usually goes to lunch around 1400. I am heading southbound on Route 9 right now. Out of Mount Hawken, heading south through Eagleswood Township down to the yard. I'm getting a loader. Pop's not in it, which I doubt he is. He's still kind of recovering a little bit. So he's not bouncing around and loader too much. So I'll probably have to load myself. We'll get a load of fill. We'll run to Todd. Me and Jim been talking about doing this for a little while, and just never seemed to work out. I wanted to get it where I was actually up on the big road, rolling down the parkway or something like that. So I tried to get with him this morning. So I'm not jumping in and out of the truck all the time. Because I'm local. I'm a local driver. I'm driving a 2019 Peterbilt 389 triaxle dump truck right now, and Jim is in a Wisco. If you can or Yankee, throw up what Jim's in his Volvo. I know you guys got that copy and pasted for his stream. You can throw that in stream if you don't mind. Showing what Jim is driving. He's a flatbed over the road tractor trailer semi driver. He's got a flatbed on right now, and that's what he usually runs. But he'll run all the lower 48 states. Me, myself, I am a local driver in coastal areas of New Jersey, central, southern. That's where I pretty much stay, right along the coast. But yeah, we're doing a little side by side. Like I said, he streams, I stream, and we become good friends and just in all of this. And it was pretty cool. We talk all the time and bounce stuff off of each other and stuff like that. So, but he started streaming after I did, and like kind of adopted a lot of the rules and just the basic format on how I do it. And he has a lot of people from the Waka Waka clan going over to his stream. Like we tried to promote him and push him up a little bit. And that's absolutely awesome how many people really took to him, and they love the dogs. And again, I mean, he's got 3 friggin' dogs, man. I mean, how much better does it get than that? So, plus he's just an absolutely awesome, huge heart. Great. I mean, I know he's a Pollock, but you got to look past some things. Jim's a great guy, a good guy all the way around. And like I said, a big heart. And just yeah, is just a good person. And I'm proud to be as friendly with him as I am. All right, I'm gonna roll back here where the loader is. I'm gonna back up to that pile and I'm gonna go load me up really quick. Wow, it's really gonna get boring if I'm not in the truck. Oh, Jim's back. All right. Look at that timing. We know what we're doing. We've done this shit before. He can't hear me yet, but yeah, we know what we're doing. I give Jim a lot of credit too, man, because he'll go in and get a mystery sandwich. He'll tell the lady, whatever you like. Go ahead. Make it up. I want to try it. Yeah, Jim is a better man than me. You won't see me doing that shit. Nope. Ain't gonna happen. All right, set myself up so I got a good way out here. Let the hoser get his headset back on. I can write down what I'm doing.
All right. Are we there?
I hear you, Jimbo. You hear me?
Oh, I got you.
All right.
That was a long walk.
Oh, I finished my sandwich and I ran down to the shop. I got to get a load of fill on, being that you had to walk 18 miles to get your sandwich.
No kidding, right?
So I'm going to hop out of the truck here and I'm going to hop out of my truck and load up my truck here while you're having your lunch. And if you get the chat open, then everybody can talk to you a little bit.
Oh, thank you, sir. All right, let me get this open, guys. Give me 1 second here. Let me Oh, you shush back there. I'm here. Let's see here. There it is.
I'm actually going to put one of my earpieces, my earpiece with my microphone. It says low battery now, so I don't know how much longer this is going to go. As far as that, you'll be able to hear me. But I'm going to hop out and load my truck, Jim. I'm going to pop my earbud on the charger, see if I can get a couple more minutes out of it. So you do your thing, no rush and no pressure. Whatever you do, you do. All right, and I'll be back in a couple minutes.
You got it.
All right, man. Okay.
All right, let's get this open here. Let's be here. Oh, Wisco threw up look at that side by side. How about that? Wisco throwing up the pictures. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to find it here. I thought it was here. Here they are. I got it. Trying to find the link. All right, guys. Yeah. If you have anything you wanna pound away and ask, now's your chance. I got it here. We're open. Please do while I eat my lunch. Yeah, if you guys want to guess what I got here, go ahead and guess away. But I'm going to turn that around because you don't want to watch me eat this. What does everybody think is in the bag? Come on. You'll never guess. And if you do guess, it's going to be something else. Oh, this looks delicious already. Panera bread, guys. Panera bread. Oh. Yeah, it's bread, Patrick. You're right there. It's bread. Good guess. Roast beef. Nope. So the sandwich line was like tremendously long. Actually, wild rice and chicken soup and a whole wheat baguette. Mm-hmm. Dewana, you're pretty close. Yep, wild rice soup. I had to go down something filling. Ooh, fire pot. That sounds delicious. Hot foot steak and cheese. That would be really good. I was looking at that broccoli cheddar. What's sounding pretty good? What's going on, TTC? Abby, Susie. Hello, everybody. Henry, Mike, Melissa Marble. Melissa, what are you whining for back there, guys? Duct tape, how are you? Michelle, Miss Kells, Wisco, Patrick, Daniela, Radagast, how are you? Angie, how's everybody doing today? You like that, Franklin? Huh? How about that, huh? That's pretty awesome. Loving every minute of it, too. Miss Carol, how are you doing, sweetheart? Zilly, I want to tell you, I love watching your stuff. You an artiste. Other than my long walk, Michelle, it was a long walk. It was literally a quarter mile uphill and a quarter mile back. At least the way back was downhill. Yeah, I can't wait to watch this back myself. That split screen's pretty cool. I'd like to do this again. 2 p.m. to head home. It does look like ketchup and mustard. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Broken, she's doing better in here now. Just any bad drivers? Oh yeah, there's always bad drivers. I don't know, call them bad drivers or just uneducated drivers. Oh, watches. Go to Minneapolis. Little things like a downhill walk. Yeah, that was quite nice coming back. And the funny thing is, come on, that cheese sandwich. No, not really. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, lots of waka wakas today. But I don't know what to call them. Because that's a Mr. Whispers thing. No, Patrick, you didn't catch all that. And what I said was they had planned on me going to Dallas. I never said I was going to Dallas, and I didn't know if it was going to work because I did not have the hours for it. So no, I never said I was going to Dallas. I don't know what that means, Franklin, but I'll take your word for it. Off-duty highway cop. There we go. We could have a bunch of those out here. That would help the problem. What's going on, Patrick Cannon? Nisha, keep your fingers off of here. Starts throwing pies and water balloons. Everyone watch. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I clipped it out. It'll be up tonight. Pies and water balloon fights happen on Joey's stream. Oh, okay. How bad was it? Well, I'm pretty sure by now that truck is burnt to the ground. Ken, hi from Pinnacle Mish. I was just over in Detroit. How are you? Everybody coming in here, you're watching Mr. Whisper stream. This is Trucker Zeus here. He's out doing his thing, and I'm eating my lunch. He called in for some comedic relief while he was working. Mr. Saxophonist, that's everywhere, unfortunately. Duct tape, when does the comedy start? When Mr. Whispers gets back in. Tend to be a sportscaster. Talk about the weather. I actually talk about the weather every day on my stream. That's right, Zilly. Leave a like if you guys want some more side by side. What's in here? What do they put? Is that? As soon as I parked and walked up there, there was 15 open parking spots too. Dewana, I need more allergy meds. No, I know what you meant. That fire. It was something to be seen. It was big. It was very big. You could see the flames coming out from underneath his truck. What's up, DA1? How you doing? Very nice to see you too.
Hey, Jim, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yes, sir. Hello. You cannot hear me. We can hear you, Joe. We can hear you just fine. Hey, Scott, hello. Yeah, 3-mile walk for the guy in front of me. That's exactly right. What's up, Alex? He's out doing some stuff. Congratulations on your upcoming birth. Best day of my life when the boys were born.
There you are. Can you hear me, Jim?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, my volume is so low here. I don't know why.
We can all hear you. Chat hears you. Everybody hears you.
All right, you can all hear me good. All right, I only got about 10% left on my ears here. I guess they were a little lower than I thought. So I'm gonna gonna lose you guys here pretty quick.
Well, that's good. I can. That's not good. That's fine. I can get off and do my thing here.
Yeah, I think that'll probably be better. I can barely hear you, Jim. So once I get up and running here, I'm not gonna be able to hear you very good at all.
No, that's fine.
Just tried charging up my earbud a little bit here more, and when I disconnected, it disconnected. And I reconnected. Now it's coming in. My volume is super. Let me try something here. Hold on.
Wisco says we're into it 2 hours right now already.
Oh yeah, and I was only planning on doing for about an hour. So.
Yeah, well this is awesome. We got 2 hours in. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was a pretty good time. What'd you think?
I'll do it again. Next time we'll do it over. We'll do it over on the dark side. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. All right, sounds good.
Yeah. So I will.
I can barely hear you.
That's fine. I'll sign off then, guys. Mr. Whispers is having some technical difficulties with his ear hole, so I will sign off of here and continue on with my day.
Are you going to go? All right, now Todd's calling me. Hold on a second, Jim. Hold on. What's up, buddy? I'm still. I just loaded up with Phil. I'm just getting ready to leave the yard on my way. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right, I'm on my way. All right, man. All right, that's what I wanted to ask you. Duct Tape was just asking. Are you going to go live when we shut down, Jim?
Yeah, probably for those that want to just watch the yellow truck up and down the road. I got a few hours left in my day, so yeah, I'll just restart from where I left off and continue on with my day.
All right, there you go. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you giving me a little time of your day hanging out with this side or New Jersey side here with all of us. And we'll definitely do this again, and I'll try to have a little better. It worked great up to now until I tried to switch these off and switch it back on again. But yeah, well figure that shit out. But thank you, Jim.
It is what it is. Hey, we got 2 good solid hours in. It was an absolute blast. That was fun. And for everybody in chat, thanks guys for welcoming me over. I appreciate it. And this will be me signing off then. And Joel, thank you very much for that. And to your moderators for allowing me to come over as well. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut this down as well because I have no very, 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 very super low audio. I can barely hear here. So
good enough, bro.
The Jimbo pulling here. I'm gonna shut my stream down and then I'm gonna run this up to Todd right up the street here, not too far away, and then I'll start the stream back up for the rest of the afternoon. Not much time to go here, but I'll do that.
Yes, you have a great
All right,
day.
guys,
Everybody
if you can
take
hear me.
care.
What's that, Jim?
I said everybody have a great day.
There you go. All right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap on this stream. Thank you again, Mr. Trucker Zeus. Appreciate you, man. And we'll be doing this again sometime soon. I think it worked out pretty good. At least we do it once in a while. Give you guys a little bit of taste of some conversation between me and the Pollock there, Mr. Jim. Trucker Zeus. I love you, brother, and thank you again, man. I'll catch up with you. I'll give you a call a little later. We'll talk about this, huh?
Yeah, peace, man. Take care.
All right, buddy. See you. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. Joey Whispers will be live. Once I get up to Todd, I will jump back on my stream. Check out Trucker Zeus. He'll be streaming here very shortly as well. All right? All right, guys, that's going to be it. Be good to each other. Love you all. Joey Whispers and TZ. Be gone. Bye-bye.